Tell it like it is.
Yeah, and it's a shame that although it was originally just it was right wing press. It was that's where the story started, and then yes, the Guardian did pick it up. Other people did pick it up, but it actually goes back not to the last 2 weeks. Since in day one when he was at the University of Cambridge,
Right.
he got a freedom of information request checking his credentials. There were some
Check-in.
people who didn't believe that a black person should be
Should
professor
be
at
there.
Cambridge, and he
Exactly.
made it their essentially their life's
And
work.
then that's what this murder is all about. They couldn't believe that this black boy has reached this high potential of their whatever, and he's reached it with flying colours. And then now they're testing out his credential. And then you got these wicked racist white boys who are on the computer, and they go on the computer and do all their nonsense. But you need to have strength, bruv. You need to know that these white boys are idiots, and you need to know that is their job. They sit behind computers, and you want to see what they look like. They look fat. They got like a double chin. Like they stink. They ain't even had a wash. They're so fat. It's unbelievable. You feel sorry for the seat they're sitting on. The seat's worn down, and all they've got around them is pure fast food. He's had McDonald's yesterday. Day before he had KFC, and then today now he's gonna have a pizza. These fools on computers, they are idiots, and this is who the system raises. These sons, they are whatless. They cannot take rejection, and then when they see a brown boy who's done it the right way, they want to come and say, "Oh no, it's not right. This, that, whatnot." Well, let me tell you something. That brown boy, his family and his family built this whole thing. You just came 1600 and took all the hard work that everybody else has done and carved everything up for yourselves. There's nothing left. Only the Strait of Hormuz is left, which belongs to Shem, by the way, right? And because the dollar bill is connected to oil, and because they can't get that oil no more, the dollar bill is no more. We're going over to brick. You know, bricks. Go find out. So now you're seeing white people are suffering. You have got the biggest suffering to come. You have, right? Because you moved indigenous children who was there in indigenous America is what it was called. And then you murdered them, raped them, killed them, pillaged them, right? And then put yourself there. But you thought, damn, how are we going to fix this place? Father said, don't worry, let me bring you some rude children. Let me bring you my children. Here's my slave children. They will fix it for you. Why are you giving them to us? Because these are the children who said, we don't want you to be our king. We want Herod to be our king. Put his blood on us and our kids. So Father said, don't worry, here's my children to build that bloody city. Because when I'm ready to murder that whole place, there'll only be 1% of Americans in there that I'm coming for. 1% of them. And they know who they are. And the rest of you, that will teach you, right? That will teach you, because not even white people lynch their king. Go and say to the white people now, right, to go and lynch King Charles. What when they say to you? They say, do one. Go and ask a white person to go and lynch their king or their queen. See what they say to you. They'll say to you, do one. But we didn't, right? And theirs are not even kings and queens. Theirs are pretend. But still, they said, nah, you're not doing that to our king and queen. But ours is real king. And you, as Yasharel children, lynched your own king. I don't believe you. Rasta, go and get your Bible. Right? You're not really a real Bible person, so you do it by the phone, which is another insult. We'll go and get your stupid phone then. Now, in your phone, go to Acts. Acts. A-C-T-S. Acts. Chapter 10, verse 39. What does it say? We are witnesses. Don't say nothing else, you know. It says, we are witnesses. So there's witnesses. What are we witnesses to? We are witnesses that Judea and Jerusalem hanged their own king off a tree. Doesn't it not say that? Doesn't it not say that? So when you see people in America lynching off a tree, don't feel sorry for them, Father says. Don't feel sorry for them, because Acts 10:39 says, we are witnesses that their own children lynched their own king. So when you say, put his blood on us and our kids, there it is there when they see you lynching. Be careful what you wish for, you damn tramp.
To say, look, we're going to try and bring this
You
man
have
down.
no idea what's
And this
going on.
was 3 years. I actually met him because he called me a year ago to say, look, we're having this campaign, it's horrible harassment, it's been terrible, awful, they're trying to bring me down, etc. And this plagiarism allegation came up.
They do it to
He
me as
sent me
well.
his PhD. I'm someone who's qualified to look at this and say whether this is plagiarism or not. I said this is not plagiarism, this is poor scholarship. This is then investigated by his university that said it's not plagiarism, your PhD stands. And yet somehow this is still in the media today.
In the media.
That he was at this allegations of
Yeah, it's your
plagiarism,
media.
Which is frankly
Well done.
because that was done.
Well done. There
And
it is there.
so this
White
is a 3.5-year campaign
White man.
simply because
Coming back to that media again. Who exploited our women? The media. Page 3. And the nipple. The media. The media. Them same white boys. Them Pierce Morgan boys. Exploit their women. Show you even her bosom and the nipple. The media. What about the news of the world? You used to see nosy people coming out in their we call it now, in their 90s, just to get that slander, that salacious gossip, that salacious wickedness, until the end had to get rid of that newspaper because it's just all a bag of lies. White people just like gossip, lies, gossip, lies, gossip, and then to see their women being exploited, where you can see their nipples as well. I mean, does people really want to be seeing them things? But this is what you do. This is what you do. This is who you are. You don't like women. You exploit women.
he was black and at Cambridge. And if you look at the level of scrutiny, you have many comparative people who've been accused of worse plagiarism, worse
than that. I've happened to them. Whether it's a black boy or a brown boy, worries.
This is someone who 2 weeks ago no one knew who he was. And now all of a sudden he's front page news, the Prime Minister's commenting on his death.
I know that.
If anybody suggests this is not
it's not good.
race, then they're
That's not
simply
good at
closing
all.
their eyes.
You didn't do that when he was alive.
The most obvious
You gotta go like you're
and that's been, for me, why I've been very
You're
vocal
a
about
joke.
this, is it's so obvious that this has been
Of course it's
right-wing
obvious.
racist press ideas. And what's the story underlying it is the idea that he got his job because he's not qualified, because DEI is taking over,
And
because
you
look at all
did
these
that.
affirmative
You
action
did that.
hires.
Your newspaper did that. It was a lie. It's wickedness. Listen, guys, the guy's got his credentials. Remember, he's brown. So we know what these people are like. So if we're doing something, we make sure we got a receipt. Your grandma teach you that. If you're going to do something in life, son, you have to do it twice as better. Why? Because you're brown skin. So anything you do, you have to do it twice as good. So anything you have to make sure you got a receipt for it. Now this boy has done his exam because he wants to be whatever. Now he's got it. Now white man and the newspapers are saying no. He's a black boy. That's too high for him. He shouldn't have. Now who the hell says that you have the right to say anybody is anything when you are a settler, right? Now in the good book, it never says this word, white people. Never, not once. Let me tell you what it says. It says heathen, stranger, alien. Yes, it does. Gentile, stranger. These are the words that the Bible calls you. You only came to this dance 1600 when Father was annoyed with us and he profound his inheritance and he gave his inheritance to you. And it says that in Isaiah chapter 47. It says, oh, you dirty whore, Babylon, come and sit on the grass. Let me tell you about yourself. Open your legs, you. Read it. I gave you my inheritance, right? And you are a heavy oak, and you treated them so bad. You princess, you whore, you prostitute. That's what it says. Go and read it. Isaiah chapter 47, straight to Babylon. Straight to. You guys have got some killing coming on, guys. Right? For the wickedness that you're orchestrating and still doing to brown children. Why? Brown children are Father's children. We are the children. The children of Israel, the children of Yasharel. It's us. It's us. It's us. This is why the system goes against us. Not letting you know who the children are. They're not even letting you know Father's name. But they're telling you about Christianity and Muslim, but they don't tell you Father's name though, do they? They tell you some different made up names. Why aren't they telling you Father's name? The one who did the nostril. None of these others did your nostril. None of them. None of them could put sickness in you. None of them could take sickness out of you. None of them could do any of it. But they don't want you to know Father. They want you to know their nonsense, right? Because they're going to die and then they're going to fight. They know this. But what their job is to get you to go with them. So when you keep doing the wrong things that you're doing, thinking it's right, you're going to go to the lake of fire because what you're doing is wrong. And they know it, what you're doing is wrong. They don't care because they know where they're going. They want you to come with them. And our job is to make sure you come with us. Because it's two ways, guys. It's either the lake of the fire or it's glory. To be glorified in glory. It's one or the other. There's no in between. And this system is tricking you to do the things you're doing that Father hates you for, and he's going to curse you for it. And he'll put you in the lake of the fire. Because you don't know how to behave. Because they're not showing us how to behave. Right? So let's do this then. Let's try and get a relationship with Father so we know what he's like. Because we don't know what he's like. Let me show you how you find out what he's like. Now, not the phone. Not the phone. Go and get yourself a Bible. Not the phone. The phone is an insult. That's lazy research using the phone. Right. Go to Exodus. And take your time. Might take you a day, a week, a month. Doesn't matter. Read Exodus. Why? Because he took the disrespectful, stiff-necked fools, children, out of Egypt. And Egypt's in Africa. Egypt's in Africa. He took them out from there. He saw all the magic what he did to get them out of there with Pharaoh. Right? But you want to see the disrespect what they showed Father after Father got them out of trouble. Right? Now, when you read that, you'll understand how Father sees things, how he behaves, and what he expects. And how he treats disrespectful children. Read it, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's so good the way he kills lots of them. Lots of them he kills. Right? And you need to know it. Father gives life, but he's also a murderer, guys. He also murders. Right? And this system doesn't teach you about Yahuwah. That's his name. Not God, not Lord. Yahuwah is his name. And the best way for you to know what he is like, right, is to be on your own, not with no one else. Be on your own, line for line, and go and read Exodus. Go and read it, and see how ungrateful his children were when he took them out of Egypt. Egypt's in Africa, remember, right? And done all this magic for them. They were hungry. He brought manna at the sky to feed them. They're still complaining. They're still complaining. He said, wait there. I'm going to bring Moses with me to get you some rules to live by. Okay. As soon as he went, they're saying to Aaron, and Aaron is Moses' brother who was supposed to look after the children. And Moses came back with the 10 Commandments. You could still see the smoke going up. And they're like, right, let's make a god. Let's make a god. What can we do? And then Aaron supposed to say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just wait till Father comes. He didn't say that. He said, right, get your gold and let's make ourselves a calf. So they made themselves a calf, which is a cow. Made it out of gold. And then started praising that, calling that Yahuwah. He went hot. So then they had to smash it up and make a next 10 Commandments. Read the thing, man. Read it. Get your relationship with Father. Know what these devils are telling you what Father is. They hate Father. They hate him with a passion. They hate him and they hate his children. And they hate women. Hate women. Why? Because the woman's seed will crush the serpent's seed. And that's the dance, guys. That's why they don't like women. That's why they push grandma and grandpa out the way. Because grandma and grandpa will never change from lamb to mutton. Never. And they can't have that. Because that interferes with their stupid system. So they get grandma and grandpa pushed them out the way. And then they come up with laws saying, we don't protect nursing infants. And then you keep your backside quiet. So now there's a law now that we can just do what we want with children. Why? Because we don't respect or protect nursing infants. We've come on the podium and we've told you this. So we can do whatever we want to the kids. Because we've told you already, we don't protect nursing infants. And you're still walking around like you're something, people, when they've come up on the podium twice and told you this. Twice and told you, in clear English, we don't protect nursing infants. Now, if a nation cannot protect children, right, then it cannot be a nation, right? Because it takes a village to raise a child. A village. And if you're not raising children, then it's a devil dance you're in. And you're just preparing children for Satan. And this is what you're doing, and you know this is what you're doing. This is why we've got all these fires, guys. This is why people's houses are just burning. They're just fire burning you, because you're burning children. And these fires, you can't put them out. The more water you put on it, the more it sets on fire. Yeah, it's coming for you. It's coming for you. Because you're burning children. That's why it's coming for you. And dedication to all children. Right? Anytime you're frightened, right? Go on your hands and knees and go and call their names. They will answer you. You're a child. They will answer you. Call them by their names. They will talk to you. You are their favorite fruit. You're a child. A child hasn't got a colour. Children don't have a colour. You're a child. You're their favorite. Call them by their names. They will answer to you. Take it from me. I should know.
Professions have it worse than most other professions. It's absolutely horrendous. So it's clearly about race, and anybody saying otherwise does not know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do want to bring Alan in now. What's your take on this? Do you think that it does focus on race, or is it more to do with possibly a case of over-promotion, which is one of the accusations being made against Cambridge, allied to the fact that this man was clearly very vulnerable? He had difficulties.
I'm absolutely devastated at what's happened to Jason. I have been speaking about this a lot in the media, actually, and I both said I do think he has questions to answer, had questions to answer. I think the institutions that he was involved in have questions to answer, especially now in their duty of care to him after this story broke. But also, I was able to have compassion for him and say that this was a man in a very difficult situation and that I felt sorry for him. I was concerned for his mental health. And actually, last Sunday when I was in church, I prayed for Jason. And yesterday I prayed for Jason and his family again. But of course, what the difference was this time is that he's dead. And last Sunday he was still alive. And the very thing that I was concerned about last Sunday and had written about in the Eye and also other outlets and spoken to other media outlets about has happened. And
this is what you do.
It completely breaks my heart.
This is what you do.
I think race is part of it. I don't think it's all of it. I think it's part of it. I think there are so many factors that went into
This is what you do.
why this story was so heavily
child,
covered.
as you can see, and this is what
One of them is the time of year that it broke.
Because he was a beautiful child.
Well, the end of July.
This is what hurts.
When it started to get into silly season. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And just to explain what silly season is,
You've been doing it to me
that
since
don't
I come out
know, in summer and in August, the government is on what you call the summer recess, and so there's not really a government grid.
Although
There's
I'm
not
not
much
sure that's
going
true.
on.
We've had a Clacton by-election. We've had a brand new Prime Minister installed on July the 23rd or whatever it was. We've had the wildfires. We've had heat waves. I mean, we've had drought. I mean, the stories are huge. So I think it's been an incredibly, in terms of news, there's been almost non-stop news. So does that really stand that there was a sort of vacuum and therefore these articles had to be written because they had to fill column inches with something, and Jason Arde seemed to be a story of the moment?
Shut up.
I do think there has been an absence of government business over the summer. That is something that happens every year. That's not to say there aren't other stories. There are other stories. People in the media make editorial decisions about what stories they're going to cover based on what people are reading and what people are
And
watching.
as a political commentator, just picking up on what Kahinde says, and he's listening into this, do you think that it is right that if Jason was white, he would not have faced hundreds and hundreds of articles about his alleged plagiarism, and indeed all those articles after he resigned, when many are saying, hang on, where was the public interest once he left his post? What do you think about that? If he was white, he would perhaps still be here.
Kahinde is right to say that there are many other examples of plagiarism, even at Cambridge, that have not attracted this much attention in the media. There are sexual misconduct cases that have not attracted this much attention in the media. That's just a matter of fact. And one of the differences between Jason and some of those people is that he is black and they are not black.
Do you think it's also a case, though, even if one takes that at face value, what you just said, that there was the fact that he was quite a a textured character. He told very interesting stories about himself. We know that. He said that he'd run in 30 marathons in 35 days, which he probably didn't, and he'd run on a broken leg. He said that he was part of the ITV series 7 Up, which he wasn't. And quite a few claims, which were quite colourful and entertaining, but which on investigation turned out to be exaggerations at the very least. Do you think that was part of why the story developed in the way that it did? Because it wasn't just the allegations of plagiarism, which most people, frankly, would find quite boring, but these much more colourful stories that he told about himself, and that made him tabloid fodder.
Well, that's why I say race was part of it. The time of year that the story broke was another part of it. The other claims that he made about his life were also part of it, and they all came together into this perfect storm of a story that captured the public's imagination, captured the media's imagination, and has ended in just the most tragic way. And I think the reporting on it is fine to report the facts, but some of the comment and some of the opinion, especially on social media, some of the way the story was being disputed by people I know, by the way,
when they write, I
consider
don't
myself
even read what they say.
friendly with,
They got no
was
manners,
vicious, and
They
they
are
were bullied him
vicious.
to death. And I think
They've been
that has got
dragged
to
out. They've been raised on these
provoke
people.
a lot
They've
of
been
reflection,
dragged out.
actually.
Kahinde, can I just
Right?
ask
They like
you
to provoke people's
about
problems. They're
the
nasty
fact
people.
that he
Nasty.
was autistic, wasn't he? And that is part of the story,
And so
I
when
think,
they get,
about
they
his
want to be sorry for
vulnerability.
them. If you're sorry for them,
And
you
Simon
get
Baron
the
Cohen, director of Cambridge University's Autism Research Centre,
You are wicked
said
people.
many weeks ago when this was first breaking, 1 in 4 autistic people have planned or
Wicked
attempted
people.
suicide. Of course, we're not making any judgment on what happened to Jason here. We're just saying what he said. He talked of the relentless bullying of a vulnerable autistic man, and that many had privately asked media outlets to take this into consideration.
What can you do?
What do you think should now
What
be
can you do?
the reaction of media organisers?
Apart from making people commit suicide, what can you do? What is it you can do? You can't do nothing, can you? Rasta.
Organisations and Ipsos who have
But every time you hear music, you want to complain. Now when you hear music, you want to play your stupid music. That's not even music. Don't try and compete with me. I'm not here to compete with you. I don't do competing. Right? We uplift people and we listen to people and we help people. Right? We don't hurt people and try and take stuff from them and plot a scheme against them. You wicked children.
been written
You must
to
think everyone wants to be
about
like
an
you.
inquiry
Get
into,
paid by Satan.
well, the relationship between the media and individuals who are
Stay away
being
from that
targeted
media.
by stories.
That white man media. Stay away from it.
Well, I think what definitely is we missed is that there's been an individual here, and there were many complaints. This is very obviously
Stay
in
away
the
from it,
statement. He
Dad.
said he was vulnerable. Said it was too much, and it's been completely missed that there's a person here. And the idea that the media can just
you didn't think
ham,
that was a
literally
person. You
ham
just hammered
a
him.
non-stop target. That
White man.
something does
That's
need
what you do.
need to happen here. But I do want to push back on something here. Those fantastical stories about his life would be irrelevant without the plagiarism allegation.
True.
What made this story possible, what made this story so big, is that honestly, too many people believe that there is
That
this
he lied.
affirmative action thing happening. Universities are left wing and woke,
Yeah.
and they used him as an example of
Yeah.
look, this black guy got this job he's not qualified for,
Qualified.
which I've seen multiple times, which is frankly ludicrous. He was a professor before he was at Cambridge. And
Right.
he went to Cambridge, had a 9-person panel who unanimously said he should get the job.
Right.
This is somebody who was qualified for his job.
See?
But unfortunately, this racist idea
This
that black people don't
racist
deserve to be here
again.
and that we're getting these
Again.
special benefits,
Again.
that's what made
Again.
this story so big.
Again.
Not because he was talking about marathons, because unfortunately, some people genuinely believe this. And I want to be here as somebody who's now an ex-professor who's been very successful and doesn't have a job to tell you that higher education is horrendous for black people. 1% of professors are black. That's
Of
about
course it is.
250 people in
1%
total.
of professors are black. So when you do get one, this is what they do. They shut you down. And this one's commit suicide. That's only because he didn't have father or Emmanuel with him. Otherwise he wouldn't do it. And he is a professor. White people just don't want you to be a professor. They want you to think that they are. And listen, he is not a professor. He fixed the cards to get himself to be a professor. Remember, these people are settlers, right? They didn't make, create, or build not one thing. Not one thing did these people do. All they do is steal, rob, take, and then put their name on it. They are settlers. And this is why the sun is burning them. Even in their house, burning them. Father's telling them to flee. She's thinking about the bleeding cats. The house is burning and she's thinking about the cats. These people.
It's a devastating place for us to work. And it's not just with the media storm. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. If you told me any black professor took their own life, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how bad it is. And that should really be the story. It should really be, and it's completely irresponsible for media organizations still now, after he's died, to tar him with this plagiarism allegation. That was unproved.
All right, Dave, you've made that point very clearly. Thank you. I'm afraid we're out of time. Of course, I suppose whatever the conclusions are eventually drawn about the
look, you're no good, guys. You're getting seen that.
You're no good. In this.
And you're going to be on your own very soon. Because you don't do humanity, white man. You don't do it at all. You're talking.
Pale
and then you plot and scheme for people to kill themselves.
It's unbelievable. There have even been people. I don't think you can legislate against. You can't legislate against horrible, evil people. But I will just say there have even been people suggesting that people should not donate to his fundraiser because to pay for his funeral and support his family, because the salary he would have been on at Cambridge was extremely high, and the advance figure he got from Simon Schuster, if it is true, was also extremely high. I have donated to that fundraiser. I've done that proudly. I think it's disgusting that people are suggesting that donating to the fundraiser of a man who has just died to support his family is not a good cause.
Well, that's social media for
Well, let's tell you what the University of Cambridge, of course, who employed him, told us. Our thoughts and deepest condolences are with Jason's family and loved ones. It's an extremely difficult time. Throughout his time at Cambridge, Jason received a range of support in relation to both his mental and physical well-being. They went on to say our support continued in the face of these intense public and media scrutiny and after his resignation.
But it may be that you personally are kind of feeling echoes of this. You've been affected by some of the issues we're talking about. And if that's the case, then there is always, of course, help and support available at itv.com/helplines. Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
It's almost exactly 7:30, so let's go to Laura with the weather.
They're not nice at all. You're supposed to save lives, not get people to
whatever the weather. It always feels
That's
like
why we know you work for Satan.
Valent boilers and heat
Because you can't
pumps.
save
Good
lives,
Morning
can
Britain
you?
National
I
Weather.
bet you never even saved a life before. Show me which life you've saved before.
Rain is in the forecast as we head through this week, and it has been a while. In fact, it has been 60 days in Wisby, but they haven't seen.
Then you want to put a child like me in jail. Of course you want to put me in jail. Of course you want to put me in prison. Of course you want to put me in prison. Because I'm the opposite to what you are. The opposite. And we don't like you because you're a smell bag. You're a little tramp. You're a little bully tramp. You can't do anything without women. But then you want to kill women. Because that seed is what's going to crush you. But then you can't do anything without a woman. You'd be a smell bag if it wasn't for women. Do you hear me? You'd be a proper little stinking tramp if it wasn't for women.
Rain consecutively. There is some later on this week after what's been the driest July on record for England and Wales. These are some of the summer rainfall totals. Nottinghamshire have just seen 22% of the entire summer rainfall, way below average, which is why we have drought conditions across Wales, much of England.
But then you want to come and get
yes, there is rain in the
these
forecast, totting up, and this chart shows us the whites and the light blues, up to 10 millimetres of rain. The dark blues, we're looking at 30 to 40 millimetres of rain. But chiefly the rain as we head through the week by Saturday, the heaviest across Scotland and Northern Ireland, England and Wales. It is limited, but at least there'll be some rain which will help to alleviate the situation with the wildfires, but it will not change the fact that we are in drought. Weather-wise today, patchy rain across northern areas, some sunshine around, and it will feel warm and humid, but nowhere near as hot as it was last week. So the latest radar picks out rain moving into Northern Ireland. That moves across this morning, reaching western areas of Scotland by early afternoon and spreading across much of Scotland as we head through the afternoon. Outbreaks of light rain arriving early afternoon for northern areas of England, and temperatures in the north 16, 17 degrees. But for England and Wales, 27, maybe 28 degrees, 10 degrees down on last week, but that is still above average and feeling increasingly humid. Tonight, we've got the chance of seeing the northern lights, but for many in the north, it's looking pretty cloudy. For the weather where you are in detail, go to itv.com/weather.
They're going to show that to the jury as well.
Lots more ahead on Good Morning Britain. First, let's get the news, travel and the weather. Where you?
And I can guarantee you, when you see the jury, listen to that. I've seen you dancing. You damn right you've seen me. And what are you here for? I'm here for dancing.
Hello again. Here are the Good Morning Britain headlines in the capital.
Not for
Met
robbing,
police
raping, or
found
killing, or
weapons and
hurting.
drugs
No,
in
no, no,
more
no.
than a third of stop and
Dance to the
searches
music.
last month, according to new data.
The
That's the
jealous
most
white
the
man
force has ever
wants me to
reported,
commit
with
suicide.
concerns
Wrong
over
child.
disproportionality
I
when it
take
comes to
suicide
who is
out
stop
of
and
people.
search. The Met says
I put
training will
suicide
focus
in
on making
people.
the
You
practice
damn
fairer
tramp.
and more effective. A vigil for the former Cambridge professor Jason
You have no
Arden
idea who
will
you're
take
dealing with,
place
do
in
you?
Trafalgar
You have
Square
no
this
idea who you're
evening.
dealing with, do you?
41-year-old
No
who
idea.
was born in Clapham was found dead at a property in Battersea on Friday
You
afternoon.
have no idea who
Windrush
you're dealing
campaigner
with,
Sir
do you?
Patrick
Token
Vernon
veteran.
has started a
No idea
fundraiser
at all,
to
do you?
support Arde's family. It's raised so far more than
You tried your hardest,
£130,000.
right, to get your barrister to lock me up. I mean,
After
even
22
the
days of major
barrister
engineering
who's
work,
supposed to be
Charing Cross and
representing you,
Waterloo
no one
East
asked you to,
train
though,
stations have
is
reopened to passengers today.
demanding that I get
Engineers
locked
have
up.
been replacing the
So that's why you know this thing's not right.
1,800 metres of
Because they were
track.
going to lock
They've
me
also
up.
improved
He's supposed to be there to
drainage at
represent
Waterloo
me,
East
but he
and
wants
made
to lock me
structural
up.
repairs to
Until the
Huntington
judge says,
Bridge.
sit down.
Premier League champions
You like
Arsenal
that, didn't
picked
it?
up
And it
more
was a woman
silverware
as well. You didn't
yesterday
like
after
it.
beating
I
Manchester
am the
City
judge, she
3-0
says.
in
You
the
are a
British
barrister.
Shield.
Who
Apart
is
from
higher,
Wales,
the
Martin
judge or
Skelly
the
and
barrister?
Ricardo
Then
Cruz
sit
Jr.
down.
got the
I said,
scoring
go
underway.
on, miss.
Not even a minute into
That's
the
a
game, the
good
third
one,
goal
miss.
from Captain
Miss
Martin
Robinson is her
Odegaard
name.
secured.
Proper lady as well. You don't have eloquent, eloquent
And
now.
5
Not
young
eloquent white lady,
songwriters have won a
eloquent.
week-long residency to
Eloquent like
Chiswick's
white lady,
Metropolis
eloquent,
Studios.
eloquent.
The scheme, run by Roundhouse, will see young people have the opportunity to work
Eloquent.
with
The
top
way she touches
producers to
strings, the way
record
she
music. The
sits, the way
studios
her
are
posture is.
famous for
Eloquent,
hosting
man.
legendary
Eloquent,
artists like
eloquent.
Mark Ronson, Adele, and Amy Winehouse.
Eloquent, man.
Time for a look at the weather now. Here's Nick Miller.
Miss Robinson, you're damn right, though. Good woman. Otherwise, I'd be in jail now, guys. If it wasn't for Miss Robinson.
Dentec Crossflosser sponsors the local
I
weather
would be
on
in
Good
jail
Morning
now if it
Britain.
wasn't for that woman. And
Good morning,
Barbara,
no heat
and
wave
you
this
guys
week.
working in
In fact,
magic.
there is some
Because
rain
everyone
in the
fighting these
forecast.
wicked
Pick up as
spirits.
early as later
All of us are
tonight,
fighting
if
them.
not,
All of them.
later in
Because
the
why
week.
would you
And
want to
now
put
though,
a
it's a
child
rather
like me in
humid
jail?
day to
Why
come,
would
a
you?
mix of clouds
Take
and
my
some sunny
home
spells.
and then put me
Still
in
very
jail.
much on
So
the
when you
warm
take
side,
someone's
but
home
will turn
and
cooler
put them
as
in
the
jail,
weekend
that's it, they're
progresses
finished.
today.
Think about it. You've taken their freedom, right?
Time for a
And
look
you've
at how
taken
things
their
are looking
home.
on the
They
tube
have
and
nothing else
overground.
after
There are
that.
park closures
And
on the
that's
tram
what you're still
and
planning,
tonight.
yeah?
That's severe delays, as you can see, and there are also
careful what
minor
you wish
delays
for.
on
Be
District
careful what you
and
wish for.
Hammersmith and City lines. Have a great day.
Right, because you ain't got the system to hide behind no more. You wicked so-and-so. Doing all this wicked stuff to people behind that system. Raping,
Well,
murdering,
still to get
killing.
Richard Arnold's here,
And no one's telling
Bake
them
Off
white
is
boys
back
what
on
they're
the
doing.
menu
We're
with a new
telling you,
ingredient.
you're an
Yes,
embarrassment.
I'm
Well,
dusting off the baby belly for-
how the hell can you rape your own woman? Huh? How the hell can you beat up a woman? How can you beat a woman up? How? Huh? How? When you see her crying, or you hear her screaming, or you see her face pop, isn't that enough to make you think, whoa, what have I done? Huh? Huh? Because these stupid sons, right? I don't know which boxer shorts you're sniffing, right? Because whatever it is you're sniffing, you're getting the wrong answer. Right? Now, they're encouraging you to beat up women, right? They're telling you it's alright to do it. We're telling you this. We're telling you this. You know, from today, right? The 17th, right? Of August 2026. We're telling you this. There's a curse on you now. Right? Any man, right? Any man. I don't care if it's a he, she, right? Any man from this day forth that puts his hands on a woman, yeah? From this day, you are cursed. Let me just say that again. Let me even put it from the sky. Let me chuck it around the world. From this day forth, you hit, beat up, do anything to any woman, you have a curse on you. Don't say you haven't been told. Right? Because you're like, beat up woman, now you have a curse on you. Go on hit her. Go on hit her. I dare you. Huh.
The new series, The Tenter's Pitch.
And that
the
goes
ovens
for
are
you
all
as
green,
well.
that's gonna
That goes
cost.
for you
And a
as
fresh
well.
batch of Bake Off is on the way, as you say, Ranners. Nigella Lawson steps into the famous white tent for the very first time. We've got a cheeky snapshot of the brand new series.
have a
What you could
curse
do,
upon
we're
you.
always cooking on gas. I'll see you.
The minute you put your hand on her, or you start cursing her, or talking to her like she's your footstool. You damn tramp. You don't even have to wipe your ass if you're for a woman.
There's smelly residue built up in washing machine. The
You don't even have to keep the house clean if you're for a woman.
Instead, try Calgon 4-in-1 gel.
You don't even have to dress colour code if it wasn't for the woman.
It prevents more of the dirt build up in
Damn
the washing
tramp.
machine. Just add Calgon to every wash for a fresh, clean washing machine.
Ryobi Tools
I
and
don't
OnePlus
understand
batteries
how
are
we're in a
pretty
world where
clever.
you can
Their
beat up women
patented IntelliCell
and rape her
high-capacity
and put her
battery
in a
technology
suitcase.
is like
And then
nothing
have sex and
else.
strangle
The
her.
Ryobi
But it's up
Build
to me.
It Yourself toolkit
If I think
offer
you're
is quite
dying,
smart
then I
too.
will
Buy a
release
4 amp
you.
hour
I mean, what the
battery
hell's
and
going on?
charger for $99.99. Plus, choose a free tool for
This is
free
how
range.
insecure these
So,
sons are.
what have we
That they've
got?
got to do these horrible stuff to women.
4-amp-hour battery and charger for just $99.99 and get a free tool from their great range.
Buy now at ryobitools.co.uk.
And you like it, didn't you? You've never spoken about it, have you? Because you've
Who
liked it, innit?
says a luxury bathroom has to be
You like this
complicated?
man living,
At
innit?
Easy Bathrooms, we take
Because
care
when it was the
of
days of the
everything.
disco on the plane, you didn't get
Explore
no
hundreds of
recognition at
tiles
all.
and inspiring bathroom
So you think
displays in
harming
our
women
local
and
showroom.
scaring them,
Choose
you
our
get what you
Simply
want.
Install
You haven't
service
tried
and your
that.
tiles
You're
come
an idiot.
free, plus an extra £500 off installation.
I bet
when
you've
you
never
order
even brought a woman to
before
an
the end of
orgasm, have
August.
you?
Find your nearest showroom at easybathrooms.com.
Trust me, you're pathetic.
Give love to your dog every day. An Advantage chewable every month.
Milo.
One tasty
Right, this
Advantage
is why
chewable
women don't know what a real man
eliminates
is.
fleas and ticks for a whole month.
And it's not just talking about sex. That's just a bonus.
Advantage
Sex is just a
chewable.
bonus.
Easy to
That's
love,
just a
easy
bonus.
to protect.
Advantage chewable.
Hey Sainsbury's, what's this your
It's called
nectar
a
price is missing?
relationship.
Simple, Jane.
Right? And
It's
you haven't got a
personalised
relationship with Farmer
discounts on
either.
products you
You ain't got a
love from the
relationship with
Nectar
no
app
one.
every week. It's Sainsbury's
That's why no one loves you
personalised.
guys.
Jane.
Because you don't know how to have a relationship. So you're quick to make people commit suicide.
Can we just stick to the
And people have
prices?
worked hard to be whatever you want it to be. It
Save
passes
on your
exams,
things with
but
your
white
Nectar
people say
prices.
no, he hasn't.
Sainsbury's.
He's this, that, whatnot. Why do you give a damn about what white people think?
With each delicious cup of Nescafe Gold Blend,
Do you
can
even know who
enjoy
you
its
are?
rich
Hold
aroma
on.
and
Do you even know who you are? Do you even know who you are? Right, you're too concentrating on white children who are nothing in this dance. You come from kings, queens, empresses. You are royalty. That's what you are. Don't care what white people want to tell you. I'm telling you who you are. You are royalty. Do you hear me? This is why there's some against you. This is why they don't want you to know about father. Because father's royalty as well. And his children are royalty. And just because they are not involved, they don't want you to be involved. But you need to start waking up because you are royalty. They're not going to tell you you're royalty. They want you to be as low as them. They don't want you to have your inheritance. They're not going to tell you that you got your inheritance, are they? Because they're jealous of you. So you need to find out who you are. And stop committing suicide over foolish white people. It's ridiculous. And you're a king, a queen, an emperor. Go and find out who you are, man. Stop listening to these fools. Right? These are settlers. Right? There's nothing with their name on at all. Their name's not even in the bleeding Bible. Only as Gentile, stranger. There's no such thing as white people at all. It's a made-up concept. Just like they are. They can't even handle the sun. The sun wipes them out. The earth is wiping them out and they still can't read the signs. Because they're burning children. They show no respect to father. They think they can do everything without father. And they've sold their souls to materials. And Satan is what they've done. And they've allowed Satan to abuse children. And they've allowed Satan to kill women. So then the seed of his doesn't get crushed. Well, don't forget, there's a 144 multitude. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And we're going to crush you. We're doing it now. We're going to crush you, Satan. You're a little boy. And when we crush you, what happens? The Antichrist will run, and then the children will run. Because when you chop it off the head, guys, the tail just runs itself. And we've done this time and time again. Time and time again, we've done this with Satan. And it's always been the same superstars. The Misha'el. It's always been him that deals with Satan. Now, if you know the story, you'd understand what's going on, guys. You need to know the names. The power is the names, not the English names. There's no power in them at all. That's why they take the power out of it by calling it an English name. It's not called Michael. It's called Misha'el. It's not called Israel. It's called Yasha'el. Right? These are the power names. And they water it down and put there, so it's got no power. It's got no power. It's like having a penis, yeah, which is not erect. It's no good to you. There's a bird. It's no good to you. You want an erect penis. So when you say that word, it's like a penis which is not erect. You want an erect penis, right? So say the Hebrew words and it will always be constantly stiff, ready for action. That is just a copycat to Hebrew that has no spiritual power at all. None at all.
Smooth taste. And with every sip,
It's an
you
insult
join
to
millions
truth.
of others choosing
That's what it
high
is.
quality coffee.
It's an
It's
insult to
grown with care
righteousness.
and
It's an
expertly
insult to
roasted and
mystical,
blended.
magical things we can do. It's an insult.
Expect more
And then you want to get
every
the
cup.
computer to do it.
Nescafe
You want
Gold
to get the computer to do stuff that we can do. Shut up, man.
Now enjoy
You're
more
damn trying.
great tasting cups with a new
That's
XO
only when
refill
white makes you
pack.
sound right. It's computer. Shush, man. That's artificial.
Right? And only 210
It's
a night.
artificial, the computer. It's
What?
artificial.
I got mine
Don't give me
for
no
130.
artificial. That's
You
for
have
you and
to
your
check
stupid
Trivago.
sons.
Oh, yeah, prove it.
On Trivago, you can compare hotel
Artificial.
prices.
Do I look like I'm artificial?
Even your favorite one. See?
I
Same
deal with
hotel.
H.I.
You didn't check
Not
Trivago.
AI,
Check Trivago.
H.I. Human
Check Trivago.
intelligence,
You can
not
save up to 40%.
artificial intelligence. You jump
Trivago.
proper spring. Who you?
Decisions
Chuck.
for some.
Detroit.
A world of deliberation. To recline or not. Perhaps something personal.
Human intelligence.
Then there's
Too
the
hard for
question
you.
of colour.
I'm not an idiot.
Finding your
It's AI.
favorite
AI. I am not that son.
What's your
You
thing?
damn tramp. AI can't educate me. It doesn't speak to me. It's programmed. It's artificial. It's
Coming
programmed.
up on Emmerdale.
It can't teach me anything. It's programmed. It can't teach me. It's programmed. What part of program don't you understand? It's programmed. The thing's
Very
programmed.
moving tale here, actually, from Richard, because a lovely Welsh girl has come home.
You gotta
to
wake up,
friends
guys.
and
Come
her
on.
family
You
and
gotta
her
wake up,
family.
man.
She's back with them.
And what a swan song is well. In
They'll
a
put you to
celebration
sleep.
of
They'll
life,
put
fans
you
of
to
Bonnie
sleep.
Tyler from around the world will be able to pay their respects to the singers. The service will be live streamed, taking place on home turf in Swansea. Her official website will provide a link to fans and screens outside the church recently provided. And on Saturday, you may have seen on the socials, there was a memorial procession. It was a beautiful thing in the streets of Bonnie. So our Bonnie, as they called it, with people lining the streets to pay their respects. Bonnie, as we know, passed away last week in Portugal following complications from emergency intestinal surgery. So we're sending our thoughts and love to her family. There really were beautiful images on our socials this week.
I always think when I see something like that, I just don't hope that the person, their soul is up there looking down.
Oh, it's in the joint, the second
and they
drawer.
can see.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Leave that there. Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. Because it's in the drawer. I was thinking you wouldn't know what it is.
Now it's almost time, in other news, for the famous tent to open up, as I teased before the break, once more for a host of amateur bakers. But after Fleming's departure, there's a new judge vying for Hollywood handshake. Joining Paul, Alison Hammond and Northey will be, of course, Nigella Lawson, and filming is
right, though, yeah?
ready to go. Now, Nigella's
Yeah, I'm gonna
ready
pop
to
round the
inspect
shop
the
and get
Soggy Bottoms indulgence and finger-licking tasting as she puts the contestants through their paces. But will she allow any of them to use a microwave? Speaking about the show, she said it's an institution of national treasure status, and not only itself borderline national treasure, and she just wants to be a part of it. The Great British Bake Off returns to screens next month. I cannot believe it. Tree down from the loft, bobsleigh to Christmas. I've said it already. It's the middle of August, and I'm already getting emails about my tree. I mean, it's extraordinary. Anyway, next up, from one famous fall to another, as filming continues for Sam Mendes Beatles biopic. So Harris Dickinson, Paul Mescal, Joseph Quinn, and Barry Keoghan are all set to play the
about 10
band.
years, does it?
Oh, I know, right? This is going to be a lot. If we're still in harness on this show when these films come out, honestly.
It's going to be like the Wicked running, isn't it? Forever.
You think Avatar's being dragged out?
Absolutely.
Anyway, they recreated the iconic Abbey Road album.
I'm sorry, that's what we were just looking at there.
Sorry, that's what we were just looking at while we were catching up, yeah. There you go, look. And it caused a little bit of bother for the locals, including friend of the show, a very bougie neighbourhood, Vanessa Phelps, who said they clogged up the street. She took her Instagram to share, how Sunday dinner with her daughter was disturbed, but unbridled excitement from our Vanessa. Here we go.
So Saskia and the children have come for lunch, but they couldn't get into the road at all. We weren't really sure why. We thought, what, more roadworks? I was just about to start objecting, getting very, no, not really. And it turns out they're making the Beatles movie in Abbey Road. And can you see the cars? And we've just passed John Lennon's
Can we
iconic
move the
Rolls
car?
Royce.
That song.
They're
I don't have
recreating
that.
the Crossing of Abbey Road
Let me
boat.
leave, that's it.
And so therefore
No,
it's
I'm
been a
talking to
bit of a
myself,
thing to get
talking to
them
myself.
into and out of my road. But anyway, how exciting.
I'm going to suspect tomorrow.
Are you?
Do you remember her on the bed interview she did with Channel 4?
Oh, when she was the Duchess of the Duck Down Duvet.
Exactly. She's recreating them on a podcast. So we're going to have a bit of pillow talk with Vanessa
Oh, my
tomorrow.
word.
Oh, I bet it's a decent thread count, given where she lives in London.
Yes, exactly. Silk, maybe silk
60%.
sheets. Silk sheets.
I tell you what,
Lovely.
I found out at my mum's local the other day. I found out they were filming Slow Horses, which is normally on my
Slow
manor. I
Horses?
know, normally on my manor in London. I couldn't get in for a cheeky, refreshing beverage because you imagine looking after mum, my nerves are shredded most days. And yeah, they were filming Slow Horses and they turned it into 2 pubs. I cannot wait for it to come back in
Oh,
September.
fantastic.
Anyway, as far as the Beatles are concerned, more disruption, Vanessa, could be on the way as the film isn't, as you pointed out, set to be released until April 2028.
Yes,
That's the first one. Now, this is beautiful. Happy days are here again. Ariana Grande touched down in Blighty this weekend and she brought along a little bit of wicked that will leave you feeling green with envy if you weren't there. Playing 10 shows at London's O2 Arena, Ariana shared the stage with Alphabet, Glinda, of course. Londoner Cynthia Erivo joined her for a few songs, including this banger made famous by, of course, Can We All Rise, Barbara Streisand, and Judy Garland. Have a listen.
You don't get to know that father. They would say, "That's so beautiful." Look, no, it's not, because your sons are murdering women. So that just goes to show it's a lie. The sons are murdering women. It goes to show that's just a lie. An absolute lie. They don't want you to know that father. So they keep doing all this partying and celebrating the God's holiday, just loads of stuff keep chatting to you. But they never tell you about father or Jesus. Never tell you about that.
Happy days
I was
are
listening to the
here
Wicked soundtrack
again.
this weekend in my car.
Were you?
Absolutely love Cynthia Erivo's voice on
Oh.
Wizard and I.
The Wizard and I know you're a big fan. This all comes, of course, as Aaron announced she'll be stepping out of the spotlight after this tour to take a break from public life. But the reviews for the concert are absolutely spectacular.
What,
So
in
if you're lucky,
Residence?
Aaron, yeah. If you're lucky to get down there and you've got a ticket already, you're not going to be disappointed. Fantastic. Thanks. See you after 9.
Yeah, see you after 9. 7:44 still to come. The Conservatives have pledged a crackdown on illegal traveller sites, with plans to leave the European Convention on Human Rights and hand councils and the police tougher enforcement powers. Labour says the move would make it harder to tackle illegal immigration. Shadow Housing Secretary Sir James Perfect joins us next.
You're watching Good Morning Britain. Back shortly.
With BetterHelp, the biggest benefit of therapy is that it's about finding your authentic self. In my role as a therapist is to meet clients where they are
These damn
right now.
flies, man. Shut
This
Come
change.
here.
Hairstyles come and go.
Wait there. Come here.
Probably for the better.
These flies,
Sometimes
man.
are getting smaller.
I know this. They damn flies.
But that's not our style.
We don't
We're
do
just
flies,
as
do we?
tasty as we've always been.
Right. How we doing? Nice. How we doing?
Tongues,
Nice.
timeless tastiness.
How we doing, guys? I hope everyone's doing nice.
You don't have to smile through back pain.
We have a little moan,
Let us
a
help.
little dance, and then we go out.
Voltarol is clinically proven to provide maximum strength pain relief for up to 12 hours.
Look,
To
there
help
it is.
keep
Look,
you
the
moving.
damn fly.
Voltarol,
What I killed it.
the joy of movement.
Obviously nuts.
Jogging from work, so it's a lovely hike.
Right, Rosie, can I have the boots back?
Yeah. Today, no.
Got them in the hiking boots back. Did we not bring it?
Good boy. Good boy.
Unexpected twists. That's the beauty
I
of
didn't
British
look at the
summer.
video yet.
Be ready for it with new beauty must-haves
I haven't
at Boots.
even looked at it yet. The Jesus one, I haven't looked at it yet. Oh yeah, I got to put that one in the door. Oh yeah. Right, come here. One day she'll fly away. Just stop it. That poor black boy guy, didn't it? You poor black boy. You poor boy.
It's not my fault. It's my choice.
Yeah. Crisscross. 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 Slide. Class. Yeah. We've got some class. We need to some Clarks. I seen it, Father. I seen it. The Clark booty. We need to buy some Clarks then. Hey, my sandals. What up there? What up there? Oh, they're coming down there. Look, they're down there. They're coming next week. I still haven't found the other ones yet. You sound bro. I got nice feet for sandals, didn't I? So the sister told me. She said, you know what the sister said? She says, I don't like feet. I said, well, here we go. She says, but. I said, here we go. But your feet, I like. I said, is that a compliment? Yes, it is. I said, all right, thank you. This is she said she don't like feet. But she said she like my feet. That's what she said to me, miss. She said she like my feet, right? For them smile and cute. I said, stop it. She said, what size are you? I said, size 7. But I can do a 6 as well, miss. She said, you sure it's not a 5? I said, no, it's not a bleeding 5. It's a 7. But I can do a 6 if need be. The sister. Dedication to the sister. I remember what I said to you. There's a curse been put on you. Right? It's today the 17th. Well, it's today then. 17th of August 2026 is today. The curse got put on you. Any of you boys that hit any women, do anything to any woman, shout at her, scare her, anything you do, there's a curse on you. There's a curse on you. Not because you beat her up, it didn't happen then. It may happen now, it may happen tomorrow, it may happen next week, it may happen in 2 days' time, it may happen in 6 hours' time. But there's a curse on you. And this curse will damage you. It will wipe you out. Why? Because it comes from me. Right? And if I ask for anything, and I don't ask for anything, but if I ask for anything, he gives it to me. And when I do ask for it, I ask for these sort of things. I don't say, can I have money or can I be rich? I don't ask for that because I'm his inheritance. And that's Satan in the background, you can hear. That's Satan. That's what they do. Interfere with your stuff. See? That is the system. That's them. You can hear them. Because they can't leave someone like me on my own, innit? You know, because I'm so priceless to Father. They've got to have their cameras on me. You know, they've got to make up stories against me. They've got to get barristers to go against me. They've got to get the good people around there to go against me. I mean, one child, you know, guys, one child. One child. But they're not talking about the breakfast that Uncle Mervyn brought me this morning. They're not talking about Auntie Jill, who cooked, wait for it, mutton and rice. White ladies well, you know, mutton and rice. You're not talking about that, innit? Not talking about those things, are you? It's alright though, we're going to bring it and show the judge because we've got them on the camera. You're not talking about them things, are you? You're not talking about them things. On the woman's birthday, she still thought about the 2 sons and said, let me make them some, wait, not chicken and chips, not chicken and chips. It was curry goat and rice. Yum, yum. I'm a belch. So you know when you get the belch? That's why you know it's good when you get the belch. Now, if I didn't have to share it, I'd get 2 belch. But because I have to share it with my brother, I got 1 belch. And 1 belch is better than no belch. The belch. Ja, as you say, guys, they don't leave me alone. Waiting for me to do something bad and then they can cart me off to prison and say, see, I told ya. See, I told ya. That's these people. They don't want to talk about what their sons are doing to our women and your women and what they're doing to our kids. We don't protect nursing infants. You don't go after them people, but you want to come after me when I'm telling you we protect nursing infants, but then you still want to come to me. Are you foolish? Do you know what powers I've got with me? You damn idiot. You don't have to be an idiot to mess around with us. You have to be a damn right jackass. What about a jack in the box? Call it what you want. You damn tramp. Remember, there is only one genie in the bottle, and this one has come to crush the seed of 7 children. Nothing else. Nothing else. We don't like to treat women. And we came out of a woman. And we got nurtured as well. We don't like they treat women. We put a curse on you, son. We put a curse on you. We put a curse on you. I swear, and it's the worst curse you've ever had. So I wouldn't hit women if I was you. I wouldn't even shout at her if I was you. I would think about what you're doing around women. The one for the children ain't come yet. That's tomorrow. You'll steer there one at a time, right? But this is the birth pains now. You hear me? If you're in a van here now, this is just the birth pains. Sure. You're joyful. One like your friend live. Did trouble.
Let's design a space that fits the way you live. Sharps, welcome home. Book your free home design visit today at sharps.co.uk.
Is finding furniture frustrating? Endless tabs open, or visiting lots of stores? It's no fun at all. Try youfurnish.com, your perfect furniture finder. At youfurnish.com, we look inside over 100 retailers to find your perfect pieces of furniture. Looking for an old coffee table? Type it in to see your best options. At youfurnish.com, we'll find it, you love it. youfurnish.com, your perfect furniture finder.
New coach, new rules. Bring on the talent. What are you going to do this work?
I forgot to say, beautiful children, good morning. 20 past 10, Satan in the background. All right, good morning. Father just said to tell you something, right? I don't know how you're going to accept this, guys, but I'm going to say it to you anyway. Father said to tell you, right? It's from his son as well. He says that you's not bring him to tears the way that you're starting to embrace him now. He said it makes him want to cry. I said, what about being a husband? He said, I'll be more than a husband to them. Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear what your father just said? He said, the warmthness that he feels within, he can't explain. Why? Because the children are coming back to him. I said, stop it. So what, you're going to be a husband? He said, I will be more than a husband to them. You tell them that. I told them. Tell them again. He said to tell you that the warmth, there it is there, the warmth that you're showing him, because you're starting to find out that he does exist, it makes him feel on top of the world. You have no idea how it makes him feel, right? So I said to him, so are you going to be a husband to them? Well, guess what he said to me? I thought he was going to say, nah. He said, son, I'm going to be more than a husband to them. So you know what? In this time, it's good to be a Gentile in this time. Me tell you that, right? In this time, it is good to be a Gentile. Now, in this time, it is not good to be a Gentile. Hell no. But in this time, it is good to be a Gentile. Now, see if you can work out the common sense with the madness. Because the child said, it is not good to be a Gentile. And then the child said, it is magnificent to be a Gentile. So which one is it? Huh? Which one is it? Which one is it? Because only one of them are going to the other side. Only one of them. Which one do you think it is? Which one? So when you got white man trying to divide you with colour and that, you know, white supremacy, good Jamaica stuff. Here's the stuff. Thank you, Tony. You're welcome. You have good manners, you know. When you see your mum, tell your mother, I said, you have good manners. Thank you, Tony. And that is right. This child here, and this child here, and this child here, all they want to do is separate people. Because once people come together, they're out the way. They're out the way. But with all this contention, this war, this, that, then it looks like they're important. But they're the ones who are creating all this nonsense. They are. They're the ones who are creating it. And they're the ones who are separating people. And they're the ones all this time that in their contract was to desecrate us. But what you're seeing now is the people now are waking up and realizing that we're not holding it against you. We haven't got the right to, because we was in the wrong as well. And we are in a punishment for our ancestors. That's why we was brought here. So we have no rights to curse you at all. That's to do with Father. You have to do with that with Father. But what our job is to bring the children together. Not to say you did this. No, not that. Not that. You must have stayed with the Gentiles over there then. We're not dealing with that. We're dealing with cleaning up this nonsense, getting to know Father, getting to know what's inside of us, and walking the way we're meant to walk. And then you see all the beautiful things start happening for you. You're thinking, wow, I can't believe all this beautiful stuff. And you ain't got no money. You don't need money. All these things was left on the floor for you. Gold, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphire, oil. left it all on the floor for the children. But then you've got greedy sons who were broke, they've never had nothing in their life, right? So they've seen the things that father left for people. So they've sat, plot, schemed, taken it, robbed, killed, raped, murdered. Then they put themselves there, and then they built a world going around conquering people. And this is what they've done. And it's only because we've got the internet that it's revealed what's really been going on for decades. Now America has 750 of its machinery in other people's countries. So if you get out of line, then he just bombs you. And that's what America's been doing all this time. America. Separating people. Trying to get this white thing to be there. And trying to get all whites now to all be one. What are you talking about? White people didn't even like each other. Whites used to fight with the Irish. Irish used to fight with the English. English used to fight with the Scottish. Scottish used to fight with the Welsh. They've never liked each other. They've always been warmongers. Always. Always been warmongers. But they are tiny, minute white people. They're not even in the Bible. They're a tiny, minute of people. And they're getting wiped out by the elements. The outside elements are wiping them out. And the good Gentiles are coming home. They're right next to us. They're safe. Like Uncle Mervyn and Jill and the rest of the good crew. They're safe. But the rest of them are not safe. And to be saved, you need to either cling on to Jesus, we use that name, or you cling on to the children. You can't cling on to Father because you don't even know who he is. There's not enough time for us to teach you about him. Not enough time. But there is time to show you about Jesus because you know about Jesus. And there is time to show you who these children really are. Who they really are. So that means if you do anything to these children, you will die. Stupid. There is inheritance. You think you can do anything to his inheritance and then still be alright? Think about what I'm saying to you, you idiot. Don't follow white man. You'll lose your life. He's a jealous child, but no one will recognise him. He couldn't even get into his own disco.
UK returns starts Saturday at 8 on ITV1 and ITVX. Right, coming up to 10 to 8 this Monday morning, competition time again. Your chance to win an incredible £120,000. Andy is live in the beautiful town of Pitlochry in Scotland. And I don't know if you know this, Andy, but apparently Pitlochry is called the gateway to the Highlands.
Now, funny you should mention that, Ranbir, because I've been doing a lot of research about Pitlochry, and it's actually the gateway to the Highlands. Richard, did you know that?
I didn't know that until just now.
What else do you know about Pitlochry, Andy, in your extensive research?
Some more facts at your fingertips. Tell us more about it.
So, let me tell you, what I do know is that it's really picturesque here in Pitlochry. Take a look. Once my name's gone off the screen, there you go. Take a look at this wonderful scene. It's an absolutely stunning location. All this week I'll be bringing you some stunning locations. So the Pitlochry Loch is actually 2 miles in length. It's at its tightest 700 metres. There's brown trout in there, there's salmon in there, there are lots of lovely things there. We queued the mist when we wanted the mist, and the mist is there. That's what this week's about. It's about bringing you some stunning locations for a stunning price. It's a massive £120,000 launched on the television today. Just imagine having that sort of money in your bank account. It's a life-changing amount of money, and you can see the numbers on the screen. £120,000. Someone's guaranteed to win that money. Remember, we have a guaranteed winner for every single one of our competition prizes, so grab your phone. It's the fastest way for you to enter. You could win that life-changing £120,000, and here's how. For another chance to win £120,000, text WIN to 80083. Text code £2.50 plus one standard network rate message, or go to the website. Entries also cost £2.50. You can call 09076 190083. Calls cost £2.50 plus your network access charge, or post your name and phone number to AD32, PO Box 758, Derby, DE10AQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close at 4 p.m. on Friday the 4th of September. We may be calling the winner live between 7:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. after all entry routes are closed. Good luck. Remember, £120,000, and it's totally tax-free. You can take it to... Oh, Mr. Peters, your breakfast is served. Oh, that's right. When in Scotland, you've got to have one of these. That's one for the team. They can share that. No problem at all. Yeah, you take those. I'll keep these.
Richard, Randir, you know what these are, and whenever you're in Scotland, you eat a lot of these.
Delicious. Perfect for breakfast. Thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. Talk to you later.
Right, 7:51, the Conservatives say that they would crack down on illegal traveller sites by leaving the European Convention on Human Rights. They say communities are being forced to tolerate illegal encampments and antisocial behaviour.
Tory Shadow Housing Secretary Sir James Cleverly has previously rubbished party leader Kemi Badenoch's plan to leave the ECHR, saying that it isn't a silver bullet, and he joins us now. So we'll come to that in just in a couple of minutes, Mr. Cleverly, but we do want to talk to you about your very plangent comments made at the weekend about the terrible death of Jason, Jason Arday. Would you just mind reprising what it is, what your take on that is, please, for us?
Well, look, firstly, this is about someone that has lost their life, leaves behind a family, and I felt, as many people do, I'm sure, very saddened by that, but also felt very angry and frustrated because it was very clear that this person had been pushed forward, pushed into the public domain, because academic institutions wanted to claim credit for having the youngest black professor ever. They made him very much a story. They made his youth ethnicity very much the story. When we could see a number of the claims that he made were outlandish.
There's no history of you making anything. There's history of you stealing things and then putting your face on it, but there's nothing you created. Nothing.
And sadly, that scrutiny.
And now people are committing suicide because you're being horrible. I have no idea why they're doing it. Because they haven't got father with them, that's why.
He is dead.
But there's no way a trans like you can make us commit suicide. You. But where you come from. You.
Into such an exposed position for what I believe were their benefit rather than his.
And
you
do
just
you
don't know the European time.
have any truck with the
they're showing off with your riches, remember?
In particular?
Right? They're showing off with your riches. Before they robbed you, or before Father gave us to them, they was doing paganism. Women opening their vaginas, putting on masks, to let them have sex with them, so they can have a baby, to then get a treat to burn the baby. This is what these people was doing before the Bible came, before Christianity came.
He may not have.
So Christianity ain't going to change them from what they was doing.
Well, I think that it was a legitimate story. There was a public interest in writing these stories. I think had it been a different time of year, had
Father knows who they are.
Had there been,
and then they want to come and tell Father's children that Father's children are wrong. And then you've got these pagans that want to come and tell about Christianity when it's not even your book. It's not even your book.
So I think that
it's an insult, Christians. It's an insult. It's an insult. It's not your book. It's the children's book. It's an insult.
Is that, of course, his youth, his race, his backstory were part of the story.
You stole the children's book and put your children there. But it doesn't say children of Christianity. It says children of Israel.
That this was a young black professor. So they made his age and his ethnicity the story. And when things started coming apart, the things that they made,
that's your
they
system
gave
that you
those
work
things
for.
saliency.
That's your system.
Those, of course, became
you
an
as well.
important part of the story. And it is a tragedy. It is horrible for his loved ones. And I think that a number of people, particularly in those academic institutions, should ask themselves some serious questions about whether they were acting in his benefit or their own benefit.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your personal opinions on that. Everyone seems to have their own take, don't they, at the moment?
Yeah, so should we talk about housing? Should we? Yeah, okay. So can I ask you, you want to talk about traveller sites, can I just ask you about Angela Rayner's plan to open up greenbelt land around railway stations and other parts around the country, and that councils will have to give a default yes to any planning application to build housing.
Right, and they got a beautiful man called Uncle Murray next door, right, 95, right, but they pretend they don't see him. They pretend they don't see him. Now, if they was to learn from him, then their sons would know a hell of a lot. But they don't see him. Because I see him. He brought me breakfast this morning. He brought me breakfast. But they don't see him, so they don't get no breakfast. They don't get nothing, because they want to think they're better than grandparents. But as soon as they're butty, right, start catch on fire, the first place they go into is women and grandparents. Watch, man, watch, and that's what's coming. That's what's coming, right? And don't help them. Don't help them. They need to learn how to make their own bed. They need to learn how to wash themselves. They need to learn how to wash clothes. They need to know how to cook food. And they need to learn the main thing is slow to anger. And here's another one for you. You need to learn rejection. Right? He's an ugly boy. He was never a good looking boy. You're an ugly boy. Right? And you need to learn rejection. You're not a good looking chap. You're not cute at all. You're an ugly boy. And once you can understand that you're ugly and you're just like everybody else, but we're not ugly though, and then you'll be able to live life. You'll be able to handle rejection. Because you ain't the greatest thing on the planet. You're an ugly boy. You're ugly, first of all. You need to realize that. You're ugly. You need to realize that first. You're ugly. And when you can start understanding truths, then the world will work much better than you. Because you ain't no damn prince at all. There's nowhere written that you're a damn prince. You're an ugly boy that has no mannerism. None at all. That's why you're an ugly boy. You hear me?
On those areas. Do you think that's a good idea?
And ugly boys don't like music. Oh, mate.
Well, I've said that we do need more housing in the UK. It should be around things like employment, transport and that kind of stuff. But this is a smokescreen. This is trying to disguise the fact that there has been a catastrophic collapse in house building in the UK since Labour entered government. They claim they were going to build 1.5 million houses in this first Parliament. There is zero chance that that is going to happen. They've increased the cost of employing people, they've increased the cost of energy, they've increased the cost of building materials, they've increased the taxes on businesses, they've introduced red tape and regulation, making house building harder. And even one of the housing ministers at the time opposed the redevelopment of a heavily outdated shopping centre in Peckham to turn into residential property. So the headline might sound exciting, but the detail is one of failure. And that is what we have got to recognise. So them claiming that this is going to revolutionise planning is a nonsense, because house building under their watch has
Right, let's talk about what you've come on to talk about this morning. These illegal traveller sites. You say that communities have been forced to tolerate illegal encampments and antisocial behaviour, and the way out of that, you say, is to leave the European Convention on Human Rights. Explain how that would work.
Well, it's not just about illegal travel sites, it's also about breaches of the planning system. And what we have seen, I've seen this actually after I made the announcement earlier on this year. I've seen the circumstance in my own constituency where travellers have moved on to a plot of land which they bought but did not have planning permission for. They started pouring concrete, putting up walls, connecting up electricity. They moved onto the site in contravention of a legal injunction. And we've seen this in a number of places around the country. What then happens is they seek retrospective planning consent, and when people try to move forward, the authorities try to move forward, they lean on human rights legislation to say they have to stay. Nobody else is allowed to do this. No one should be allowed to do this. The rules and laws should be applied universally, dispassionately. That's the policy.
Just keep running up.
Why do you think they get special treatment?
You would stop still and you would shake the sun
because they lean on special status
literally, and piss yourself.
They claim
but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't tell the truth to do that.
Cultural, ethnic status, which enables them to contribute the
just got no faith.
And we cannot have a situation where groups of people claim that
and say you could never tell the tree to get up and run. Say you could tell the tree to run. No.
Legal system. We should all live by the same rules, and that's what this proposal is about at heart. Making sure that everybody plays by the same laws when it comes to planning. And no one can claim special ethnic or legal status to contravene the laws that everyone else has to abide by.
James Cleverly, thank you very much
James
for your time.
Cleverly, set out.
Thank you.
Set out.
It's 1 minute to 8. Laura's got the weather.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsor Good Morning Britain National Weather.
They'll bring it down.
Good morning to you. A very different looking week of weather ahead because finally we will see some rain in the forecast. This will be one news for Whiskey, but they haven't seen any rain for the last 60 days. Of the driest July in Wales ever recorded.
This is what they
These
do.
are the rainfall totals. Percentage of rainfall for summer so
This is
far.
what they do.
It is way
Because they
below
think they're
average.
better
Probably
than
have
us. I don't know who
droughts
told you that
across
lie.
Wales, large
Right?
parts
You
of
didn't even
England.
make anything.
And
You
yes,
haven't
there will be rain
created
on the
not
way in
one
the
thing
next
on the
few
planet.
days and for the rest of the
So
week.
how can you be
but
better than
nowhere
us
near
now?
enough to
How is
alleviate
that?
the
How?
current situation. This is one of our new
How?
graphics, and it
We
shows the
had no power.
accumulations as we
Father
head
took the
through
power from us
this week.
and
So the
gave it
light
all to
colours,
you
the light
and gave
blues,
it
is
our riches.
1
So
to
we
5
had
millimetres
nothing.
of rain. The
Nothing
dark
at all.
blues,
Not
20
one
to
thing.
40 millimetres of rain.
And the
Still
little
the
that we
lion's
did
share of
have,
the rain
what
across
did you do?
Scotland and
You gave
Northern
it to
Ireland,
all
England
of
and
the
Wales.
caramel
While there will be
people.
some wet weather
All
around,
of our
it
little
will not be
benefits.
very much.
You
But
gave
for
it to the
today, there'll be
Latinos.
rain across the north
And then
again.
now you know Father's
Sunny
coming.
and warm
You want to take it
elsewhere,
back now. And go and
particularly
let your
in the
friends do that.
south and
You don't
east. So
want
the
it.
latest radar picks that
But
rain making its
Latinos
way
are
to
supposed to
Northern
show you
Ireland
a
at the moment.
joke.
It will head into western
Because you've
areas of
been punching
Scotland
up
by
our
late
money,
morning,
and then you've got the cheek to
northern
come up
areas
to
of
us
England
after
by
and say,
early
how
afternoon.
comes you ain't got
So the
nothing
north is
and
cloudy
we've
and
just
wet.
come
The
here
temperatures
and
here
we've
sit
got
around
all
average
this? Yeah,
17
because
to
you
19.
sold out
But England
and
and
you
Wales, we are
took
still
from
mid
us.
to high
You
20s.
took food from the
28 degrees
belly
down
of the
on the
children
38, 10
and
degrees
kept
down
it for
from
yourself.
last week. Yes,
That's
still
why you're
warm
now
and
suffering,
increasingly humid, but
Latinos.
fresher weather on the way
So
as we
you're
head
right.
through this week.
Not so
What
mighty
is
now,
totally
you
happening
caramel
tonight is the
pale
rain chance
complexion.
of seeing the northern lights
You
across
better stay in
Scotland,
your house because when
Northern
the sun
Ireland,
comes
northern
out,
areas
it's
of
coming for
England.
you.
Many it's looking
Why?
cloudy.
For what you did to its children. That's why.
For the weather where you are in
That's
detail,
right.
go to itv.com/weather.
Remember, the children are connected
Good
to
morning,
the
Britain.
earth.
Hundreds of soldiers have
children
been
are the
called in
earth.
as
Don't
exhausted
forget that.
firefighters battle
Damn
wildfires
right.
across Wales.
We'd never
Fire
let a dog
chiefs
piss and
warning
shit on the
conditions
ground.
remain
Never.
exceptional despite temperatures
But you
beginning to
would.
fall.
But we're two different children, that's why.
Troops are digging trenches and building fire breaks to prevent the flames from reaching people's homes, as we can smell and taste the smoke in the air here in South Wales.
And we stay in Wales, where Hollywood actor Michael Sheen is investigating the toxic legacy of banned chemicals dumped right across Wales, and he discovers 81 different types in his own blood. We talked to a man who grew up playing beside one of these sites and later developed an incredibly rare cancer.
When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son. When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son. When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see a face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was school with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor and I was a little kid. And even though we had chicken tax, the same drama when things went wrong, we blamed mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, looking on my mama from a jail cell. Through wicked elementary. Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whoop to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. Always was committed. A poor single mother on welfare. There's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son. When I was young, my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see a face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was cool with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor and I was a little kid. And even though we had chicken tax, the same drama when things went wrong, we blamed mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, walking on my
jail cell. Food ticket elementary. Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whoop to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy. Gotta make a man. Always was a king. A poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it. There's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Dear mama, all appreciate it. Don't you know that I love you? There ain't nobody tell us it was real. No love for my daddy, cause the camera wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry, cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out, started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't cute, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in the mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. Hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone, cause you cared for me. And I can see it.
When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son.
When I was young, I had 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see a face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was in school with the big boys breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my little sister. Over the years, we was poor and now the little kids. And even though we had different tax, the same drama with the phone we played. Mama, I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell. Food ticket elementary. Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whoop to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy. Trying to raise a man. Always was committed. A poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you do. There's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Dear mama. Dear mama. All appreciate it. Don't you know that I love you? There ain't nobody tell us it was real. No love from my daddy, cause the camera wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry, cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out, started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in the mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. Hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone, cause you cared for me. And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. Just fucking with the scraps you was giving. And mama made meal groups every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise two bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Don't you know that love is sweet? Dear mama. Please, no one but us. You all appreciate it. Don't you know that love is oh, I sit here and I reminisce. Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories were full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. There are no words that can express how I feel. You never kept a secret, always stayed real. And I appreciate how you raised me. And all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away.
can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Everything will be alright if you hold on. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. There's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Don't you know love is sweet? There's no one but it's sweet. Don't you know love is sweet?
But you won't be ranked. I think that's what's going to happen. All these rap stars who've sold out, I don't think he's going to actually murder them because he loves his children so much. But I think you're not going to be ranked. You'll be there, but you won't be ranked. Because you absolutely sold out. And this is how you get paid. This is how you get paid. Right? And Jesus, we'll use that then. Jesus has proved that. This is how you get paid. Now he had to die and be put up with all this nonsense with you boys, stabbing him, spitting in his face, all that. And then he had to die and then go in this third part now and then smash up these people, which the people don't know about, which are the principles, the principalities they're called, and the rulers, these spirits that rule all this. He come to beat them up. So the point we're making is this. In this world is how you get judged. Is how you get judged. To go to the next part. Now, Jesus has already done that. He's done that already. And he's a superstar, because not only has he beat them up, but he's left his blood as well. For when people wake up, so they can dip themselves. And they've got nothing to be frightened of, because he's already beat them up. You're just not you're not far in that journey yet to understand what we're talking about. But he's not just going to leave the blood for you to be free, and then you still got these spirits to scare you. No, he's beat them up as well. You just got to dip yourself in it properly. And stop being scared of these fools. Esau's dance is done. What part of done? Look at that. Right, and you promised your mum that you would not harm the earth and you would not harm your younger brother. You promised. You said, I know, but I was alive. Because if you see, I said, I'll do that. And then when they're dead now, I said, I'll take it back, you little bomber cards. But don't remember, and don't forget. And don't ever remember, and don't ever forget. Do you see the madness there? Do you see the madness there? Let me give it to you again. Don't ever remember, and don't ever forget. He's like, what are you on about? He knows exactly what I'm on about. Remember this one, the promise that we made. You've forgotten already. You didn't remember the promise that we made. You forgot the promise. You forgot the promise, innit? You forgot the promise. You think I'm going to remind you about the promise? Me? You stay there. You stay there. Following these foolish sons. You know what Tupac's mum said? Listen to what Tupac's mum said. Listen to what she said.
When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son.
Because I had a son. Because I had a son. The mother knows the essence of having a son. And all Satan's done is infected your sons. It's about the sons, darling. The sons, believe me.
When I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have a baby and the baby would never be with me, but I was acquitted a month and 3 days before Tupac was born. I was real happy because I had a son.
Don't forget it. family that lost their son, excuse me, and his children, because he had 2 children as well. The son that took his own life. Why he took his own life, we have no idea. But you was their professor and their relative. You didn't have father with you. But the point we're saying is this: you killed in white people. You, and you feel guilty now. You killed in white people. You and them damn newspapers, and you're going to suffer for it. But what father's doing is using lots of lambs as sacrifices to show you what you're doing. So when he murders you, you know why he's murdering you. Right? Now this child done it the right way. Right? But you just couldn't take it that a brown boy reached that height so quickly. So you had to use your newspapers to bring him down and do all sorts to him, and now he's committing suicide. And now you're all going to like be careful, you're really grateful. And then now people are sending money to his people, and you're telling them not to send money. You know, white people, you're so wicked. Yeah, but you're just controlled by Esau. But don't worry, your time is coming, bro. It's nearly here, Dan. It's nearly here. It's nearly here. And nobody doesn't deserve to suffer more than you. And don't forget, yours is going to be shown in front of everybody. In front of everybody. Because you are one wicked species. One more. Jubilees, because we know you're a tramp. Every time I tell you something, you have to go to your phone. I mean, you ain't even got a Bible. Anyway, Jubilees, right? Chapter 23, verse 23. Jubilees, 23, 23. Read it. Jubilees, chapter 23, verse 23. Read it. Jubilees, chapter 23, but read it. Read it. Read it. You are the worst children of men. Read it, man. Jubilees, chapter 23, verse 23. Read it. See it? You don't fit in humanity. You don't fit into it. Hey, Mr. Monero, can I talk to Now, that's another lie, right? Because you brutalize, right, humanity to put yourself there, right? It was never called America. There's no such thing of America. It's called indigenous American, right? And when the indigenous was there was also Hebrew there. I have the damn picture, right? The Indian, right? And you have the Hebrew together in one, right? And then you come and murdered everybody there. Murdered all of them. Even had sex with the pretty women. Drinking your vodka, or was it brandy? And just pillaging. Can you just let you out the cave? I don't know why they let you out the cave. Then let them out the cave and look at him though. And then you put yourself there. And then you thought, right, I know what we can do. We can just go from pillar to post, from post to pillar, because now we've got a base. So now we can go here and there. Oh, but we also need a Satan. But don't worry about that. We've got the Vatican. Oh my days. Now we need an empire. We've got the White House. Oh dear. So now we're doing nice, aren't we? No, we come to destroy you, little tramp. Right? And you, Vatican, we want back our Ark of Covenant. And we're going to get it. And remember, there's a genie in the bottle in that thing. Remember. Go and read what happened to the other people who had it. Go and read what happened to them. You damn tramp. And where do you think you get the White House from? Because when we drop that tramp, he can't create. All he can do is copy and pirate. That's all he can do. What about paste and copy? All right then, paste and copy. So when we dropped it there, the White Empire, he imitates it. The first thing he did was the Vatican. The White Vatican. And then the second one was the White House. Nothing to do with white people. It's Satan, when we dropped him, can't create. So he has the memory of the White Kingdom. And that's what you're seeing, Dan. That's what you're seeing. And that is the dance. Damn tramp. Hey, Mr. Monero, can I talk to you? Yes, fake. They're going to die. They're going to die. You know what they used to do to the elderly? They put the elderly, right, they bring the elderly to a high mountain and then push the elderly over. Why? Because they're too old. So when you're old now, they get you and they push you over and kill the elderly. This is what they do, man. You damn tramp.
Hey, Mr. Monero, can I talk to you?
Let's go say hello to Father and let's go cement this thing with the tree. This curse that we put on these sons who like to beat up women. Let's go put the curse on it with the tree. Which tree? Is it any tree? I know which tree I'm gonna go to. Because you think this is a joke, innit? You carry on hitting women. You carry on hitting women. You damn drunk. You carry on hitting women. See if you can go like that to waste my time. I can't let this tell the truth. Right? What you don't realise, when you go outside, there's millions of trees. see them though, do you? But they see you though. They see you, but you don't see them, do you? The tree. And don't mind sharp, right? That the tree doesn't come running after you. Now what would you do if the tree came running after you with an angry face? You know that angry face you got on you when you're raping women? Now what happens when the tree comes after you with that angry face? What are you going to do then? You won't be able to run. You would shit, sorry grandma, you would pee yourself in there. And you won't be able to move. And then you would remember the woman when you put her in that fear. I'm going to speak to the tree now. Worries then. Worries. And you know the tree and the woman, right, they had a 28-day cycle going on. But you changed that and you left it open for one woman. Right? 28-day, 1 month, February, that witch. And you celebrate on the 14th. And then you got all these lost children with their loved ones celebrating on that day. Don't celebrate on that day. Because when you celebrate that day, then their spirits go into you because they're celebrating their whore. It's the whore's day. February the 14th is their whore's day. So when you celebrate that with your wife, they come into you as well because it's their celebration. Don't celebrate that day. Damn tram. So we're starting to believe we're in a pagan dance now, yeah? We're in a pagan dance, guys. And the thing about paganism, right, what we don't understand with you is why you're not showing off and showing people who you are. This is what we don't understand. But then you're going to come and tell people that you're us. So who are we then? So why don't you show people who you are? Because people know who you are. Right? And it's time to realise, uh-oh, damn, what's wrong? Their father's children. The penny's dropped, yeah? The penny's dropped. Well, you shouldn't listen to white man, should you? Because he's the one who's got you against. And who controls white man? Modern Israel. You know, he didn't book when they right-bolt him. And what they say about your women and about your children. Modern Israel controls your sons. Your sons are a joke. They sold out, your sons. They sold out, miss. But miss, we would never do that. Father wouldn't allow it. He would prefer to kill us, right? Than for we to sell out, or using his name as well. This is why they don't use Father's name. Because Father, I would kill them for them to use my name and rape women. I would kill them, son. I said, I don't blame you neither, Father. What do you think this thing is? Swap and change? You damn tramp. Right? Because you must think that this thing is alright. Just going around raping women. You must think this thing's A-okay. You're the combative fears. That's because you couldn't get into the disco or the prom. You never had it so good, you damn tramp. But don't forget to know, I'm going to the tree, you know. Right? Don't forget that. I'm going to the tree. You stay there. And you have to bump into a tree, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter whether you're in the car. If you get too cheeky, the tree will just drop on your car when you're in there. Don't get cheeky, bro. Don't get cheeky. Damn fool. I'm trying to show you something, and you think you're more powerful than nature. When you have to go outside, you have to breathe nature. You damn idiot. We are all slaves to nature. You damn tramp. Not AI. That's artificial rubbish, controlled by them fools that want you to think that they're great. How can they be great when they've pillaged and stolen and raped and killed and murdered and then put themselves there and then want to teach you about humanity when they've crippled humanity? Didn't need fixing before they came. But then now they want to come and show you this is how we do it. That's the truth now, right? And this is not all white people, but you know what? The majority of white people, they better you just curl up and die for what you got coming. For what you got, you better you curl up and die for what you got coming. What you've done to the earth, because your people won't allow you to look past 1600. Go beyond 1600, man. And then you'll see what kind of monsters you come out of. And then you can understand why the world and the earth is turning against them and burning where they are. Because you need to know who they are, who you came out of. That's what you need to know. And to this day they're doing their wickedness. To this day they haven't learnt their lesson. still want to be better than Father's children. How can he be better than Father's children? He created the earth. It's all his. So if he creates children, they're going to be the best children. Why? Because they're his. He's the best, isn't he? So he's going to have the best. You idiot. But you could have been next to the children. No, you want to be better than the children. You've got to check the parents, not us. We're under strict rules as well, you know. You damn idiot. But you ain't. Because you've got devil children that say, we, Alistair Cowley, we do as we wilt. It's the whole law. Well, then that law's going to get you killed down there in the Lake of the Fire. So you carry on with that stupid law written by devil children, Alistair Cowley. Think I'm going to be following devil children? Damn tramp. Today I just want to have a normal day. None of that nonsense today. Good boy today. Good boy today. Good boy, good guy. Good boy, good boy. Nah, stereotype just causes problems. I want to ask her about it, but don't bother getting involved. There's too much argument, and white people are too argumentative. Just leave it, just leave it. Just leave it, leave it. Like the story, leave it, leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. For real, just leave it. Don't even ask for nothing, just leave it. Just leave it. I do, I agree. True, just leave it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ruin your ruin down. You start arguing with all that nonsense. It's true. It's true. It's true. Hey. Yo. You don't say the word is changing. You don't say it. Some children don't know how to deal with the situation where you have a little bit of power. And some children lose it too. You're just showing off. Right? And you ain't got no power without your power. Remember that. It's he doing it. You ain't got no power at all. He makes things happen. Remember that. You Americans be somewhere you ain't done. Especially you black Americans. All masonry. And rap music. Calling women bitches and hoes. You know it like that. You suck. Leeds in England. They created the music called Lovers Rock. Don't forget that. British. Doesn't disrespect women at all. It loves women. Lovers Rock. British. Windrush. rights over you, you damn idiot. What part don't you understand now? I'm Yahuwah's inheritance. What part don't you understand of Levi, Yahuwah's inheritance? What part don't you understand? You damn idiot. What do you want me to do? Come up with these holy inhabitants and then come and hurt you? Is that what you want? You stupid little child. You need to grow up and learn some manners. That's what you need to do before Father comes. That's what you need to do. You damn idiot. About you worried about his children. That dance is gone. You had 430 years to do what you wanted to do with us. That time's finished now. You should have invested in us, you idiot. Then you won't be broke, would you? And now you're broke to Satan. You're trillions in debt now to Satan. And you're in debt to Father because he wants his money back, what he gave you. You damn tramp. So you're in debt. And committing suicide ain't going to help you, Dan. So was it really worth it? And then you're finding out now even the Latinos are stealing from the poor brown children. You know the children that use instead of this, that and whatnot. And the little benefits what they get. You find out caramel pale complexion is stealing it from the children. Terrible. And then you've got the audacity as well to curse the children while you're stealing from them as well. Terrible. Terrible. You know what you're doing, isn't it? You're making the world have empathy for these children. This is what you're doing. Because the world didn't realise what the children was actually going through. All they was told was a lie. But now that they're just, it's just constant, they're saying, even the judge had to say, when does he get time for himself? Because it's constant, and people are seeing it now. And people are thinking, now if I was to be put in that situation, people are saying, I think I'd commit suicide. And a boy committed suicide yesterday. Very sad. Very sad. And he was a good boy. But because he was too intelligent, white people didn't like that, did they? Didn't like that, did they? So they made him commit suicide. Don't ask me how, what spell they put on him. But this is you, white people. If anybody rises better than you, don't like it. But listen to me, I'm a prince and I'm much better than you. I'm 100 times better than you. And you know it. You can't make me commit suicide because I'm connected to Yahuwah. I'm here to cuss out your clout and change you and get you to come back home. We're not after you. We're after your leaders. Not after you at all. You're not even worthy to even wipe the dust that comes off your father's feet. You're not even worthy to wipe the dust on father's feet. That's how worthy you are. You're not even worthy to wipe the dust off. That's how worthy you are. And self-praise is not a good thing here, sir. Self-praise, not a good thing. Because you're starting to realise now, white people, that there's other people in the dance apart from just white people. You're starting to realise that now, that there's other people apart from white people. And none may continue. And none may continue. Because if you open your eyes properly, you'll see it's an indigenous party. Indigenous. Go and ask the trees. I don't talk to you, do they? Tutu. You've got a lot to learn, white people. You've got a lot to learn. Especially with the environments, the elements. You've got a lot to learn. You've got a lot to learn. A lot. Since you believe everything belongs to you, yeah? You have a lot to learn, my people. You have a lot to learn. And let's see if Jesus is going to help you. What about Lord? What about God? You see these titles, because that's what they are, guys. They're just titles. Let's see if these titles are going to help you. Can't show people who you are. This is why you're a mascot. This is why you're a boba. Because you can't show people who your God is and who it is you praise. You're an idiot. This is why Father would never call you to come and do any work for him. Because you're a mascot. one thing, right? We have to praise. We call it the next look at Egypt now, Alistair Cowley. We have to praise it. Why? Because he tells people, right? I support Satan, right? And you have to respect him for that at least, because he tells you who he is, right? And then Satan gave you 33% of what we've got, but he earned it. He earned it. So why are you earning yours and hiding behind a system, you little wanker? Excuse my language, Grandma. Be like Alistair Cowley, you little tramp. Or don't play this game at all, because it's going to get sticky. You never know who you praise. Today you praise the sun, tomorrow you praise the stars. Now wise men follow these things, don't bow down and praise the interior. Don't honor the sunlight. Right? Follow it for wisdom. Don't bow down to it, because the sun will burn you. The sun bows down to the Father. So why do you bow down to the Father? The sun don't want you to bow to it. They want you to bow to your Father. But they don't want you to know who the Father is. Why don't the children know who their Father is? Huh? Nowhere. Not every child wants to be demonstrated enough. And it's up to you whether I release you or not. That's not the Sunday. In a place where they don't do love, they don't do kindness, they don't do companionship, they don't even do breakfast at Tiffany's. Well, I got breakfast at Merryweather's. I got my breakfast by Uncle in the morning. Do they bring you breakfast? No, they bring me breakfast though, because we do family life around here. That's what we do. You damn tramp. Right? And you and your children want to stop that. And you want to put your sons at the front. Here in my car. Oh no. Big superstar. Oh no. Here in my car. It's the only way I get noticed. Cars don't speak. Just like boards. Boards don't hit back. Who says that? Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Boards don't hit back. The Enter the Dragon. Right? Now let me give you a new dragon. The dragon that you've been listening to is an idiot. Because when the king comes, this is how he defeats him. He says, wait, son, let me clear my throat. He goes like this. And then he just breathes fire on him. And that's how he defeats that dragon. Simple as that. As simple as that. Just and him gone. And then once you hit the head, what happens to the children? They run like little idiots they are. These are the same children that are controlling you now. These same children, these same Israel children, these same pogrom children. Shame on you. Right? These are children who are going to die. So how are you letting them call you Gentile, this and Gentile, that when they themselves are Gentiles themselves? And the Bible says they're Gentiles. And then you're allowing them to treat you like Gentiles when they are Gentiles as well. The Bible says they're Gentiles. Chapter 10 says it. In Exodus. No, it's not in Exodus. Then where is it? It's right at the beginning. So what's the beginning? Genesis. Chapter 10. Verse 3. Genesis. Chapter 10. Verse 3. Ashkenazis. There it is there. Ashkenazis. And then you've got to stop jumping. Now why? Because you've got to see where they come out of. They come out of Gomer. Gomer's not jumping. He's level. So when Gomer come out of, Gomer comes out of them great sons. There's 3 great sons. And he comes out of one of them great sons. Which one? Well, it can't be Shem, because Shem are the brown boys. And it can't be African, because they're the brown boys. It's got to be European. And that is Japheth. And Japheth are Gentiles. So how then can he write the Talmud saying that all Gentile children under 3 years old, we can do what we want to them, and all Gentile women are this, that, what, that, when he himself is a Gentile, according to the scripture. Now, man lies, but the scripture doesn't lie. But man lies, but the scripture doesn't lie. That's not scripture. That's written by a man's hand. That's called the Quran. Right? That's not written by no spirits. That's written by a man's hand. The Quran. That doesn't count. The Holy Bible counts in a little way, because they've changed a few bits of it. But majority of all of it is just a lie. It's just an absolute white lie, just to put white people there. It's got nothing to do with them. They're not even in the book. They're not even in the book. Apart from Gentiles, heathen, stranger, alien, those names. They're not even in the book. Christianity's not even in the book. The word Christian, they're not even in the book. But they put themselves in the book. But they're not in the book. But they put themselves in the book. Well, come and show me where it says teach the children of Christianity. Show the children of Christianity. Bring the children of... Show me where it says that. The sad thing about Christianity is, right, when you go up to Christianity and say, what's Father's name? They honestly say to you, I don't know what his name is. You say to them again, Christianity, what's Father's name? They say to you, hand on the heart, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. So what are you doing in that organization if you don't even know the Creator's name? Now there's one for you. some are called as a criminal. I want to come and take our homes and that away from us. But people who are raping women and murdering children, nothing happens to them. Not one thing. You have to be grateful if they give you a brief reminder. But you never talk about the rotten son. Excuse me. You never talk about that boy. And if you do, you blame it on his mental health. Ah, tutums. He's got a mental health problem. He's just burnt, killed, and murdered someone. Right? But you want to say, oh no, he's had a hard upbringing. Weird. I tell the boy to put one of my trainers on. He's too scared to put one on. And he's talking about he's had a hard life. Put one. No, he says. And you're talking about hard life. Huh? So that means because you have hard life, it's alright for you to rape, murder, kill, pillage, and murder. And you've done this, guys. You've done this. You've shown these males. It's not white, it's all of them. These males too much respect them. You show them too much. Too much. And if they could just take people's things and just come bomb and just run the world the way they want to run it. And they cannot do anything without the people. They cannot do not one thing without the people. They are no different to the people. Just because they've got themselves a little bit of power. The power is the people. You stupid idiot. Working for Satan. You're an idiot. That's the only reason why you can get recognised is on them stages. You're an idiot. You're a proper idiot. You're a failure of a son. You're an idiot. Right? And when you're raising children, you don't raise sons like that because them sons are going to die. They're idiots. They're sellouts. They've sold out humanity for scraps. Right? And I'm going to speak to the tree. I'm going to put a curse on you. Watch. I'm going to watch. Watch. Okay, you think it's just evil, right? They didn't tell you about good. They didn't tell you about Levi. What did I tell you about this name? What did I tell you about this name? What did I tell you about this name? Can you spell Levi? Can you spell it? Can you spell Levi? Let me just educate you, little boy. Come here. This is how you spell Levi. L. Listen to me, boy. There's an E. There's a V. And there's an I. That's Levi. Now what you do is this. You take the L and you put the L where the I is. And what does it spell? It spells evil. And then you take back the L and you put where the E is. And then what does it say? It says Levi. Levi defeats evil. It's in the name. Hebrew names are powerful, guys. And they always want to water it down with their Michael. It's not Michael, it's Misha'el. It's not Israel, it's Yasharel. It has no power when you call these stupid names. No power. And they know exactly what they're doing. This is why they don't want you to know Yahuwah. That has power. The earth shakes when you call that. Right? And Christianity should be ashamed of itself. Because when you ask Christianity, hand on heart, what's Father's name? They tell you honestly, we don't know. We don't know. So what are you doing in that organization if you don't even know the Creator's name? You're a joke, Rasta. You're an insult to Father. And then when it comes to, when someone tells you to go to the chapter, you're going to a phone. You're going to a phone. The frequency of the phone smashes that down completely. You have to go to the book. It says line for line, precept upon precept. And then it comes into you. It's not going to come into you via phone. There's too much signals going through that damn phone. You must have a book. It's called the Bible. It's not called the damn phone. It's a joke, man. Don't take this thing for a joke or don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it through no damn phone. It's a joke, guys. I'm going down there. No, it's alright. I'm alright. I'm nice. I'm nice. That's far. See, it looks after me. See, it looks after me. Dedication to the sister. The sister. The sister. Every man come out of the sister. You want to treat sisters like what? I'm going to put a curse on you now, you little tramp. I'm going to put a curse on you now. Near the trees, right? Because you can't escape the trees, can you? You're going to go back to fears. What, you think because you're in the car? Listen, don't test. Because you don't want to see the tree fall on the car, do you? Don't test the tree down. You done me, dear. Right? Respect nature, and nature respect you, right? And respecting nature is respecting the children of nature, which is women, children, and elderly. You don't like them at all, because you're like little stupid bishop with Satan. Well, his dance is done, and Esau's dance is done. See? And anytime you get opportunity to cuss out their clout, you cuss out their clout, yes sir. The stuff that they've done to us in humanity and separated people. Nah man, it's their time. You've got power people, right? Don't use no violence. You don't need to use violence. If they try to use any violence on you, just go Father, and Father will put power in you. Don't do anything without asking him. He wants to be involved. Anything you do, check him. Anything, anything. Him and CM team, same thing. Whether using his name or G, anything you're doing, anything, check them. And they will keep about. Don't do it on your own, because they're gonna be jealous. You didn't ask them, and then put the power in you. I'm not joking. I'm serious, man. Right? And everyone's got this. Why? Open your nostril. That's why. Everyone's got it. If you haven't got a nostril, then you haven't got it. Everyone's got it. You just got to know how to water it for it to come alive. And we're showing you how to do it. Because it's our book. It's not their book. They can't show you what we can show you. And it doesn't cost no money. Put your money away. Put your money away. We didn't ask you for no money. Put your money away. Don't bring money into this field at all. Don't you dare do that. Because last time when Jesus was in the dust, what did he do? You've never seen him annoyed. One time you saw him annoyed is when you turned his father's house into some whore place, selling this here, selling that there. He went crazy, you know? He smashed it all up, didn't he? That's the only time you saw him annoyed. The only time. Because he fights for his father. He knows his place. We all have a place. We know our place. There's no way we think we're better than our father. Who think we are? Satan. We think we're children of Satan. If people want to go down there and that they can fire. Are you mad? And he's got all this glorious stuff to show us. He's got different parts of the world that he wants to show us. Parts that we didn't even know exist. Are you mad? Just to be boiling and burning down there forever. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Not for me. And it ain't for you neither. not at all. It's too nice. The world's beautiful. People are committing suicide. Why are people committing suicide? You've got people committing suicide. You made a black boy yesterday commit suicide. You've done everything right what you told him to do. You've done it all, and then when he does do it right, then you say, no, he lied, he cheated, he's done this, he's that, he's this, and he couldn't handle it with you. I don't know why he couldn't, because he didn't have you. And then he committed suicide. It's a joke now. But then now they feel guilty. They don't, because when they're offering money, they say, don't give him money, don't give them money. Don't give him no funeral money. This is how wicked white people are. This is how wicked they are. This is what's going on now. This is what's going on now. This is the wickedness of them. They've got the boy to kill himself, right? Just because he was a professor. They've seen all the... And then the newspaper make it even worse. Start putting colour and everything in it because they work for Esau. And people are starting to wake up to this thing now because you're overdoing this colour thing. You're overdoing it. You're overdoing it now. People are seeing it now because it's a white supremacy system. And the only one who benefits from it are these white boys because they get paid for it. And then when it's too much for them, they commit suicide. Go and ask your phone. Who's committing suicide the most? White boy. How can that be when you've got everything? They're giving you everything. No. It's what you've got to do in return. What do you think this is? You think you're dealing with Father? You're dealing with Satan. And he'll give you this, but what you've got to give him back, oh, man, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Baba.
You alright?
Yeah, man.
You seem waked up.
I'm nice, though. I'm nice. What's up?
I had a taste of the goat curry. I mean, bless her for the love and all of that, but it doesn't taste anything close to what you got me used to.
Okay. Okay.
So probably
the birds.
I'm not going to throw it away though. No.
No.
I'll just probably clean it up.
Okay. Do your
put some oil a bit, fry it up a bit. Yeah.
It needs a little touch. Yeah.
It definitely needs a little touch. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
Okay.
So if you want some of them, but it will have that curry.
Thank you. I've got it. I still got it.
Yeah, your lap.
I'm alright. But thanks for telling me that, though. Thank you.
Let me sort it out.
Yeah, just put your magic to it, man. You know, the heart was there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The lady, yeah, the heart was there. Exactly. But we still got to put a Caribbean thing to it. Still.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, we'll try it then. Yeah, we just all got different tastes in it. You know, we all got different tastes. It's all about love, isn't it? It's all about love. Yeah, we do cook a bit different, guys. You need to taste the way we cook food. You'd be like, wow, where did you learn that from? Woman. Stanley, woman. Oh yeah, and father, sorry. Because woman don't teach you to cut the fat off. And woman don't teach you to ground the blood that comes out of it. She don't teach you that. I got that from father. And when you eat my food, it's completely, oh, you just heard him. It's that father touch, guys. It's that father touch. It's father. And they're not telling you about what you've got inside. You've got this thing inside you as well. There's nothing I haven't got that you haven't got. You've got the same thing inside you. You just don't know how to alter it. And you're very disobedient children. Very, very. This is why no one will come to you at all. No good spirits will come inside you or nothing, because you're too disobedient. You don't even like grandparents. You don't even like children. You've got the wrong perception inside you. They will never come into you, guys. You'll always look at people and be jealous and without wanting to come to people and learn how to get this thing and learn how to get all that nastiness you've got inside you, dip yourself in the blood and come again. But no, because you know everything of nothing. And you're going to end up dying, guys. You're going to end up dying. Because you know what happens with you? People get fed up with you after a while. They think, you know what, I need to move forward. I need to go forward. Because you don't help people go, because you always got to go back and keep explaining things to you again and again and again. And you just think, you know what, leave them. And that's what's happening with you. And that's what's happening with you in the world. People are leaving you behind. Because you're not listening. You're still thinking this white way is the right way. When all it did is persecute and brutalize people and put people in different categories. That's all that thing done. Didn't uplift nobody at all. Not one person. Every minute someone's killing themselves. Every minute someone's committing suicide. Every minute. And you don't know how to take it out of there as well. You don't know how to do none of these things. Satan doesn't know how to do none of these things. All he knows how to do is to make you do it. He has no idea how to take it out of you. No idea at all. Damn true. Last one. And what it is, guys, it's a curse. It's a curse. It's a curse. Because what your forefathers and forefathers, they did the same thing. They came to somewhere it was peaceful and murdered, raped and killed it and brought themselves there. And then they've gone around the whole world and done the same thing. There's nothing else to steal. Everything's gone. There's only one thing left, straight up Hormuz, which belongs to us. Even though Iran has it, and they're worse than America. But now America's going to smash that up because they're not going to let you get that. Because that means the dollar's finished, which it is finished anyway. But they're going to smash that up. And that is going to be smashed up very soon. And that's it. Dance done. Dance done. Dance done. And all these men are doing now are just doing the same thing what they done to others. But now they're doing it to their own women. Murdering, raping, putting them in suitcases, killing them, chucking them over the river. They're doing the same thing what they did to others to put themselves there. They're just doing it now to their own. You don't see no other nation of people doing this. Only they are doing it. It's called a curse. It's a curse. It's what you did to get yourself here. So now you're doing it to your own. No one's doing it to you. You're doing it to your own. It's a curse. And until you recognize that curse, what you've done, you'll always be cursed by it. Always. Always. And your children are doing their best to try and release it. Because they have the curse. Just like we have our parents' curse. Now your children have that curse. And that curse is a wicked curse to walk around with. Huh. You stay there.
You wake me up.
especially when they're an infant as well. What time you didn't go get none of your own boys and say, "Come, I want you to be an altar boy"? Huh? I wonder why. You can't help the people's children to be your altar boy, your diabolistic dance. You forgot about that, did you? I didn't forget about it. I was the altar boy, wasn't I? You know, right at the front, you know, ringing the bell for him as well, you know, giving me front stage, treating me like royalty, getting me to go in a confession box and tell me stuff that I'd done. That's when Father said, no, stop. What do you think this is? Man cannot take sin. Right, I'm going to put you in the front line with Chucky Jordan. Go and stick with them. And stick with your own kind. You put me in no Christianity at all. I don't know anything about Christianity, not one thing. Because you was horrible to the children. You told the children they were ham, right? And Father said it was all right for you to brutalize the children. Why? Because they saw their father's nakedness. So that means because they saw their father's nakedness, it's all right for you to brutalize them. That's what you told the children. But the children are not even ham. The children are Shem. So that was another lie you told Christianity. For the reason why Father said it was all right for you to beat them. That's what you told them. And they're not even Ham, they're Shem. Ham is Africa. So you lied again to the children. That's why Father would not put his remnant in Christianity. You're damn right he wouldn't. And you still haven't apologized. Not that we want your apology. You didn't do it to me because I wasn't into that nonsense. I'm just saying you did that to many children. And many children believed it was all right for you to beat them up because they saw their father's naked, and then they find that they're not even ham children. But you did that to put yourself at the front. That's what you did. You boasted against the natural branches, and you're a wild branch. You didn't even ask the parents if you could be surrogate parents, did you? Surrogate children, sorry, did you? And all this truth's coming out now, isn't it? You don't know where to put your face, do you? You know where to put your face. And you've messed around with people's faith. That's what you've done. That's the baddest thing you've done. You've messed around with your own people's faith, but you didn't care about that, did you? You didn't care about anything about the people. You think the people are there to serve you. You genuinely think that people are there to serve white men. It's written, they wrote this. This is what they believe. And if you bow down to them, then you'll be under them, and then they'll treat you all right, and then you'll have the whole world, but you're under them. And this is what women have agreed to these stupid sons, these idiot sons who stole everything they've got stolen, everything, every last thing is stolen. And then you want to come and compete with people with stolen stuff. You're a joke, man. And then the Strait of the Moose is going to make all of us go into hunger. Remember I told you first? That there is going to make all of us go into hunger very soon. We're going to get famine very soon. Watch and see. Watch and see. And that's because of greedy white man. Strait of Hormuz has got nothing to do with him. It's not even in his waters. But because he ain't going to make no money from here, he prefers to bomb it and blow it all up. Then the people get it and use it what they need it for their everyday things in life. Donald Trump and them not prefer to blow it all up than for people to have it. And these are the sons you're dealing with. And this is what's coming. This is coming. Right? For him to release it and leave it alone, then that means the American dollar is finished, which is finished anyway. Because the American dollar is the oil. The oil is the American dollar. So without the oil, the American dollar is pants. So they're cutting out the America now, and they're going straight to the Hamas themselves, and they don't like that. So that's why they're bombing them, because they want them to go through to the America, so the dollar can still have power. But BRICS is coming in now. There's no more American dollar. That dance is done, and that's why you're hearing them crying, and you ain't seen nothing. 3 houses, 4 on the way. Forget that dance. About 3 houses, 4 on the way. Forget that dance. right? Because Donald Trump works for us now. Donald Trump works for us. Remember me telling you so. Donald Trump works for us now. Believe me. Right? Because good things has to come to an end, guys. Right? And you pillaged the land, man. You pillaged the land. You took all the resources, everything. You drained Africa. Right? Africa's got about 50 different countries in there. We're not talking cities or towns, we're talking countries. Right? And you went to every last one of them. And you took 98% of it. And you gave them stupid idiot leaders 1%, and then the rest of it was for the people. That's why it's so broke there. Because France took all of it. Europe took all of it. Raped Africa clean. Clean. And then when you see, you think, why is it so poor? Because he's taking it all. As the best pick of the slaves. Riviere calls them. Oh, we call them Riviere so we know who they are. You damn trap. The French. And these people have to pay for all this, what they've done. You have no idea what they have done. You need to go back, man, and have a look and see what your ancestors have done. They're monsters, man. And this is why the earth's turning against them. This is why the earth's burning. And burning them in their houses. This is the earth now. They've been horrible to the earth as well. They've been horrible. They burn children for Satan. So Father's like, yeah, well watch me then. Let me show you what burning is about. Let me show you something. Well, remember, children of Satan, you know that Satan exists because you back him. So if there's bad, there has to be good. And nobody ain't no wickeder than Father. When it comes to being wicked, there ain't no one more wicked than Elohim. Treasure bets. Whenever you hear him say that name, you better run, yes, sir. So yes, there is a devil, as we know. So if there's a devil, then there must be a saint. Don't forget that, tramp. And they're coming to beat you up. Since you like to bully vulnerable people. Since you always find yourself, when there's vulnerable people, you find yourself always there. So you can strut this stupid stuff around and bully people, and then have it your way, and then when people come in, if they don't do it your way, you get them out. So what happened when we first came around there? What about the trees that was growing beneath the ground? You didn't do the trees, did you? You left the whole perimeter full of trees. 8 days it took me, guys. And 11 black bags full to the brim to do the whole perimeter. And not one dog said thank you. Apart from the rich people over there who built their homes. So when they open their curtains, they ain't got to see trees growing beneath the ground. And we put a curse on it, guys, so it would never grow again. I'm going to have a look at it now. Did they say thank you? No. But then they want to take me to court. What about the hill? Islington Hill. Me and the public did that. Did you say thank you? No, you didn't. Look at the hill now. Look at the state of the hill now. They use machines to do the hill, guys. They cut it and leave it there. They cut it and leave it. And just leave it there. Wilfred died all there. And they're using machines. When I use it, I just use my hands. And I make it look spotless. They got machines. And look at the state of it. And you're paying them as well. You're a joke, Rasta. You're giving everything to white sons, yeah? And they can't even do the job. They can't even do it. And you're paying them. Rasta. And you're paying them. And then when we do something, you want to turn your face like you can't see what we're doing. You're a joke, man. You're a joke. That's the quality of sons you like, yeah? Well, you stay there with that. And you're paying them as well. Which is people's money. Because it's cancelled, so that's people's money. And that's the job you're doing on the hill. Look at the state of it. What's that? See you later. I'm going to do some money.